2022-2023. Tonight, the McAlester Athletic Department would like to take time to honor our seniors. As we begin tonight's ceremony for the Buffaloes and Lady Buffaloes, we'd like to say how proud this group of seniors has made our school and our community. As they enter the court today, this evening, Coach Singleton presented each senior with a coin. This is a gold coin that symbolizes their commitment, determination, and perseverance that embodies the spirit of the Buffalo. Our first senior tonight is number 0, Caitlin Knight. She is the daughter of Cody and Angela Knight. She is a 4-year member of the MHS girls basketball team and is a member of FCA. She is also a member of the 2022 5A regional area and state champion team. Caitlin plans to become a real estate broker after graduation. Number 0, Miss Caitlin Knight. Our next senior is number 5, Jada Holloman. She is the daughter of Will and Angie Holloman and Crystal Brown. She is a 4-year member of the basketball team and a member of the 2022 5A regional area and state championship team. She is a member of ASU and she is on the honor roll. Jada has signed a letter of intent to play basketball at the University of Texas at Rio Grande Valley. Number 5, Miss Jada Holloman. Our next senior is number 10, Kinley Jones. Kinley is the daughter of Krista and Haskell Melton and Nick and Marcy Jones. She is a 4-year member of the varsity basketball team and played on the 2022 5A regional area and state championship team. She also played softball for 4 years, and she is a member of the 2020 5A academic state champion. Kinley was named to the 2021 District Pitcher of the Year. She was a member of the 4-H, the National Honor Society, Yearbook, and FCA. Kinley plans to attend the University of Oklahoma to become a pharmacist. Number 10, Miss Kinley Jones. Our next senior is number 12, Jalen Spears. She is the daughter of Angela Battle and Clyde Spears. She has played basketball for 4 years and ran track for 4 years. She is a member of the 2022 5A regional area and state championship team. Her junior year, she was regional champion in the 300 hurdles, and she was also in the state runner-up in the 300 hurdles in track. Jada plans to attend college to pursue a career in sonography. Number 12, Miss Jalen Spears. Next, we have number 15, Madigan Griffith. Madigan is the daughter of Victoria Hammer. Madigan is a 4-year member of the Lady Buffs softball team, where she was a captain for 2 years, and has been on the varsity basketball team for 3 years. She is also a captain for the team this year. She is a member of the MHS Student Council, the Prom Committee, Yearbook staff, FCA, and the National Honor Society. She was baseball homecoming queen, and she is a senior class vice president. Madigan is a member of the 2020 5A state academic champion team for softball and played on the 5A Lady Buff state basketball championship team last year. Madigan plans to pursue a degree in education and start coaching. Number 15, Madigan Griffith. Our next senior is number 25, Lily Autry. She is the daughter of Cody and Amanda Autry. She is a 4-year member of the varsity girls basketball team, and is also a member of the 2022 5A regional area and state champion team. She is a member of the National Honor Society, the Yearbook staff, and is a member of FCA. She plans to attend college, earn a bachelor's degree, and become a traveling photographer. Number 25, Miss Lily Autry. Next we have Tiana Harrison. She is the daughter of Tina Harrison. Tiana has been on the basketball manager for 4 years. She was with the girls for a year and has been helping the boys for the last 3. She has been a member of the ASU and the yearbook staff for 3 years. She is also a 3-year member of the Peppers. Tiana is on the principal's honor roll. She plans to attend Eastern Oklahoma State College to complete her associate's degree and then to OU to pursue a career in dental hygiene. Miss Tiana Harrison. Next is Kaveri Henderson. He is the son of Daniel Henderson and Amy Morgan. He is the manager for the varsity boys basketball team. He is a member of the digital media class at MHS. Kaveri is planning to open his own photography business in the future. Mr. Kaveri Henderson. Our next senior is number 2, Jake Forehand. He is the son of Jimmy and Kaylin Forehand and Kendra Kaufman and Dalton Morrow. He is a 4-year member of the Buffaloes team and has been playing basketball since the 3rd grade. He is part of the Career Readiness Program at MHS and has an internship with the Pittsburgh County Sheriff's Office. He is on the principal's honor roll and has been a student of the month at MHS. He plans to attend college after graduation. Number 2, Mr. Jake Forehand. Our next senior is number 3, Lewis Whitmore. He is the son of Arthur and Elaine Whitmore. He is a 4-year member of the varsity Buffaloes basketball team and has been playing basketball since the 1st grade. He also played football for the Buffs for 2 years. He is involved in the Career Readiness Program at MHS and has an internship at Peterborough Middle School in the athletic department. Lewis plans to attend college, play basketball, and major in business. Number 3, Mr. Lewis Whitmore. Our last senior tonight is number 30, Cole Allen. He is the son of John and Julia Allen. He is a 1-year member of our varsity basketball program at MHS, but has been playing basketball since the 4th grade. He was named first team all-conference for the last 2 years and first team all-area the last 2 years. He also has multiple all-tournament team selections. Cole is planning to play college basketball and get a degree in accounting. Number 30, Mr. Cole Allen. Seniors, take all that you have learned and experienced as a Buffalo with you, and good luck in your future endeavors. And remember, let's all say this together, once a Buffalo, always a Buffalo. Let's give these seniors a round of applause. Thank you.
Okay, Austin, 3, 2, 1, go. One day in history, someone asked God to give me a home where the Buffalo roam, and thus God made McAlester. For decades, McAlester Basketball has called Bob Brumley Gymnasium home. This gym has hosted Buffalo legends and champions alike. Tonight, on Valentine's night, this old house on the hill is everyone's Valentine, and we're having one last date with a couple hundred of our closest friends. For better or for worse, you'll remember what happened for the next 3 hours for the rest of your life if McAlester Athletics means anything to you. Can the black and gold make it a sweet goodbye? We're about to find out. Hello and welcome to historic Bob Brumley Gymnasium, the house on the hill in McAlester, Oklahoma. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, and along with Wyatt Hubbard, and you're tuned into the Lady Buffalo pregame show here on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, and on the KNED app. Tonight we have the Hugo Lady Buffaloes and your McAlester Lady Buffaloes. Partner, it might seem surreal, but sitting in this booth that says TV on the front, we're about to call our last games at Bob Brumley Gymnasium as the home of McAlester Basketball. What are you feeling going into the final night at the house?
I'm feeling sentimental. You know, there's been so many historic and memorable moments in this place. And you know as well as I do, whenever this place is packed like it is tonight, of course, it's pink out night and senior night. We got the band here. There's an electric atmosphere, and it's just magical. So let's see what this what this place has in store for us here tonight, one final time.
Nate, you and I started calling games over here in 2017. You've been able to be the color commentator stats man for the first few years. What are you feeling like going into tonight?
It doesn't feel real, quite honestly. It doesn't feel real that this is going to be the last varsity basketball game played in this gym, because it's been here for
decades,
a long time, and I don't know, like I said, it just doesn't feel real. Like, it hasn't set in yet, but it's for the best, but it's going to be, let's send it off right.
That's right. Before we move on, let's preview the McAlester Lady Buffaloes with a recap of their loss last night to the Durant Lady Lions. McAlester shot only 18% in the first half with their 50-45 loss to the Durant Lady Lions. A lot of those misses came in the paint, while Durant shot 36% from the field. McAlester improved to 31% on the game, but Durant still shot 33% on the night. Lady Buffaloes also shot better from three and forced 19 turnovers to only 16 themselves. McAlester was out-rebounded by 10, but most of those were due to the amount of McAlester misses. 21 fouls called on McAlester to 13 on Durant. It led to 23 free throw attempts by the Durant Lady Lions. They made 16 of them. McAlester with only 7 free throw attempts. They made 3. Also, Jada Holloman fouled out. Katie Allen, Ty Davis, Jalen Spears all played with 4 for a majority of the second half. And 2 players on Durant had 4 fouls, but both didn't receive their 4th until the final minute of the play. That win by Durant is their first over McAlester since February 7th of 2012. It broke a 21-game losing streak. So what do you do to be able to get back from that? You go and make a statement in your final game at the house on the hill. Looking at some key players, though, against Durant, you did have Katie Allen once again big time, 18 points on 44% shooting, 4 of 11 from 3 and 4 boards. Jada Holloman had 10 points on 31% shooting and 6 boards. Jada Pons, 9 points on 33% shooting with 11 rebounds and 6 steals for the junior Jada Pons. Ty Davis with 6 rebounds as well. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to be looking at Hugo, because we haven't talked about them since the very first game of the season. That'll be coming up in just a moment right here on KNED.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated. Both offer clean and comfortable rooms at a great price. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of McAlester Buffalo Sports, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. Remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American Inn Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
What's with the chips?
It's a little gift for my Valentine.
Not chocolates? What?
February is the perfect time to surprise your Valentine with a certified pre-owned Nissan.
Financing is as low as 3.99%
And comes with a 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Hey, don't eat those chips in my car.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Benton Nissan is your best deal dealer.
Since
Learn more at
1952,
BentonNissan.com.
W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. Winter will be here before you know it, so call today, 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Welcome back to Buffalo Country. I'm Brandon Green along with Wyatt Hubbard. Here in the pregame show, we previewed your Lady Buffaloes. Now let's take a look at McAllister's opponent, the 3A Hugo Lady Buffaloes, led by first-year head coach David Vann. And before we do that, though, we want to mention one thing. We are collecting stories about Bob Brumley Gymnasium. So if you have any favorite memories of basketball from Bob Brumley Gymnasium, we've already had a couple of submissions. Let us know yours by going to Twitter and letting us know at Buff Sports Radio, and we will try to share those as we go throughout the night tonight. I think it'll be a pretty cool night of remembering the last decades that Bob Brumley Gymnasium has brought to McAlester and their fans. Looking at the Hugo Lady Buffaloes, again, 9-10 on the year. Again, we haven't played them since the very first game of the season, in which McAlester won that game 69-54. McAlester shot 48% from the field and 43% from three. They also cashed in at the free throw line at 71%, while forcing 21 turnovers despite having 18 of their own and 5 blocks. However, Hugo lived in the paint. Despite shooting nearly 20% worse from the floor, they were tough inside, beating McAlester 34-31 in rebounds, but more importantly, 18-6 in offensive rebounds. This led to second, third, and sometimes fourth chance opportunities that the Lady Buffaloes are hoping to cut back on tonight when they take on the other black and gold team, also called the Lady Buffaloes. Hugo is averaging 53.8 points per game on the year, giving up 50.9 points per game. They are 2-4 against ranked teams. Their wins have been 65-60 over Class A number 14 Tushka and a 58-51 win over 5A number 15 Durant. So they've taken down the Lady Lions by 7. They've won 3 out of their last 4 going into tonight. Their only loss was a 66-47 loss to 3A number 7 Silo. They beat Okmulgee 46-15 last night. In tournament play, they're 0-2 in the Broken Bow Classic. They were Antlers Blue and Gold Tournament champions. They were Tallahena Tournament Consolation champions and placed 7th in the ECOC over in Ada. Let's go ahead and look at the McAlester Lady Buffaloes players to watch, Wyatt.
Well, players to watch in this one, Katie Allen, she shot 44% with 4 made threes, picking up 18 points with 4 rebounds. She's been a leader on this team all season, averaging 14.5 points per game and shooting 39% from 3 on the season. So I'm really excited to see what she does in the last game of the regular season. Jada Ponce was excellent on defense with 6 steals and also a difference maker down in the paint with 11 rebounds. She's coming into the night hot with 9 points scored against the Lions yesterday. Look for her to grab some more boards tonight. And Jada Holloman, she scored 10 points with 6 rebounds. She can contribute in a lot of different ways. Not only can she drive to the rim and score, but she can also make you pay from outside if you leave her open. And she sets up scoring opportunities with her passing. So let's see what she has in store for us tonight. Moving on to our keys to the game, where you're going to want to get your shot to fall. Unfortunately, McAllister's shot went cold in Durant. Lady Buffaloes only shot 31% against the Lions, missing open looks under the basket. Be aggressive, drive to the rim, and find ways to score against Hugo. And box out and get rebounds. McAlester was out-rebounded 34-31 versus Hugo. So crash the glass, grab the boards, and in possessions, make Hugo go one and done and stay out of foul trouble. Katie Allen, Jada Holloman, Taharis Davis, and Jalen Spears all had 4 fouls in Durant, with Holloman fouling out. That led to 16 more free throws attempts by the Lions. Durant was 16 of 23, while McAlester was 3 of 7 from the line. Play with controlled aggression and limit Hugo's trips to the charity stripe tonight.
All right, so again, we do have some people already tuning in. We have Mary Martin. She's tuning in from home. We're going to be mentioning her Bob Brumley memories, and also Philip Jewell Jr. tuning in as well. We'll be talking about that as well. And, hey, let us know where you're listening from or watching from tonight on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. We'll have Buffalo Roll Call right before tip-off here for the girls' game. We'll do the same for the boys as well. This broadcast brought to you by Best Western and American, Fenton Nissan, WE Offered Propane, Freedom Ford, Caring Hands Healthcare, The Bank & A, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, Pepsi Cola Company of McAlester, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, and Vickers Furniture. Thank you all for putting us on the air, not just tonight, but all season long, as this is the season finale, or regular season finale, and also senior night here for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes and Buffaloes. Baseball is about to begin. It is just a little over 2 weeks away, and if you want to make sure that you are on the sponsor list for baseballs, we're going to be covering every single McAlester baseball game, with the exception of maybe 2 if it conflicts with basketball. Then let us know that you want to be a sponsor, and we'll make something happen. Call us up. Our business hours Monday through Friday, 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Give us a call at 918-426-1050. Again, that's 918-426-1050. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with tip-off and our starting lineups here in just a moment on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank & A for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank & A came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank & A is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank & A to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank & A, strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
By student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a following manner. Spectator has to support tonight's game, refraining from derogatory comments or behavior.
There's a lot of things going on tonight. We mentioned senior night. We mentioned the last game at Bob Brumley Gymnasium, and also it's Pink Out night tonight. So also halftime performances are going to be happening tonight as well. We encourage you to come by and check it all out. We're about to have the national anthem. Let's send things down over to Mr. Larry Barnett before a moment of silence.
Thank you.
Partner, you ready?
Let's basketball, buddy.
All right, so let's send things back down to Mr. Larry Barnett.
And now here's your starting lineup for the Hugo Lady Buffaloes. Number 2, Kalista Kelly. Number 4, Zion Beals. Number 5, Asia Jordan. Number 10, Felicia Shelton. And number 11, Keishana Scroggins. Here is your starting lineup for your McAlester Lady Buffaloes. Number 0, Miss Caitlin Knight. Number 10, Kinley Jones. Number 12, Miss Jaden Spears. And number 25, Miss Lily Autry. And number 5, Miss Jada Holligan.
And those are your starting lineups. Again, all seniors for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. We're about to have tip-off brought to you by Beautiful Rooms Furniture for a great mattress at a great price plus quality furniture. That's Beautiful Rooms Furniture on Wyandotte Avenue in McAlester. Something that's really cool, and I dig the look. McAlester is wearing their white-on-white jerseys with the black numerals on the front and back, so the usual home unis. But instead of like the black undershirts or the white undershirts, they're wearing the pink undershirts underneath the white jerseys. If you're not being able to watch on YouTube and you're listening on radio, it's a pretty cool look. I dig it. For the Hugo Lady Buffaloes, I like their look too. It's a throwback jersey kind of look. Again, they're black and gold like McAlester, but it's like a throwback jersey. Again, black on black with the gold around the openings around the arms and the neck. And the numbers down by the bottom of the shorts. So, again, a really cool look for the Lady Buffaloes. I love this uniform matchup tonight.
Both teams styling.
Ball's up in the air as tip is won by, let's see who, McAlester. So, it's basketball time in the Heartland. McAlester will get the ball to begin the contest as the ball went out of bounds near the scores table on the tip. Pass to the left wing. Autry looks inside, no one's open. Passes back door over to Holloman. Great look for Caitlin Knight, who has her shot blocked off of the top of Caitlin Knight's head out of bounds. The official said they hit it back on her head, and it will be Hugo basketball. Down the floor, right to left, go the Hugo Lady Buffaloes. Again, I'm just going to try to call them Hugo and McAlester the rest of the night. Gets really confusing if I don't. Right wing, Jordan goes in for the floater from the right elbow area. It's missed and rebounded by Holloman. Holloman pushing ahead over to Spears. Spears stopping back outside. Wide open right wing three by Holloman. Back ironed it. Fight for the rebound is going to be taken by Hugo, moving the other way. Asia Jordan with the ball. Right front court passing between the rings. Stopping top of the key back over to Jordan. Right wing cross court pass left wing to Bills. Bills feeds it near corner. Wide open three on the way by Kelly is good. And Hugo has an early 3-0 lead over the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. 7:05 remaining in the first. 3-0 Hugo leads. Right wing. Holloman to the top of the key, passing left elbow. Spears dribbles to the right elbow, picks up her dribble, and there's a travel at the right elbow area, and he'll give the ball back over to Hugo. So we begin play, pass to the near corner. Kelly driving in, floater up, missed it, too strong. Spears will grab the rebound, take it in stride. She'll be double teamed in the backcourt and hand it off over to Holloman. Holloman will dribble. Looks like a man-to-man defense being played here by Hugo. Pass to the far corner. Jones with the ball. Top of the key. Taken by Spears. Stops. Pop shot. Free throw line missed off to the right side of the rim. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Spears, who tried to go in and grab it after Kalicia Shelton got her hands on it. Minute and a half into the first quarter. Lady Buffaloes trail 3-0. They're working a 2-1-2, pretty much half-court zone defense.
And that's McAlester trailing 3-0.
Thank you. Right wing, passing high post, bounce pass outside, far corner. Three's up, and three is down. Kalista Kelly's got all 6 points here for the Hugo Lady Buffaloes. 6-0 McAlester trails with 6:07 remaining in the first. Angle right, Holloman gets a screen by Jones, stops right elbow, back pedals back up. Pass to the near corner, Jones passes back. In trouble, Holloman grabs it back. Holloman stops free throw line, back outside. Spears, left wing 2 is going to be rimmed out and rebounded by Hugo, moving the other way. Hugo up early here, 6-0. To the left wing, feeding it near corner. Bills guarded up by Kinley Jones passes the high post. Scroggins back outside. Right wing three is up, and that one's off the back iron, but a foul called on the three. Caitlin Knight knocked over Asia Jordan as she was coming back down. She went to go box her out from the right wing area and knocked her to the floor, which will send Asia Jordan to the line for 3 free throws. We have some substitutions here. Katie Allen, Jada Pons, Avery Alberson coming in for Jones, Autry, and Knight. Oh, they're not going to call it on the shot. They're going to say after she landed. So it's going to just be a regular foul there on Knight. Pass inside, 2 is up and good. And Scroggins that scored to make it 8-0 Hugo here early. 5:25 left to go in the first. And an offensive foul call on McAlester on the next possession.
Foul number 12, Jalen Spears.
It's going to be on Jalen Spears. 5:23 remaining in the first. 2 fouls here early on McAlester, none on Hugo. 8-0 the score. Hugo leading on 2 threes and a bucket down by the block. Driving in, 2 is up, too hard off the glass. A good box out by Spears, and she draws contact for a foul on Scroggins of the Lady Buffaloes, of Hugo. So 8-0 McAlester trails. Holloman dribbles to the circle. They're on the right side of the half-court line. Passing right wing. Alberson looking around. No one's open. One dribble pass between the rings over to Spears. Spears left angle. Inside. Ponce. Bounce pass. Far corner. Alberson back over to Ponce. Drives in. Shot up. She's hacked on the arm. And Ponce will go to the charity stripe. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center for all of your animals' feeding needs. Visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Chakotah. Go Buffs. Lady Buffaloes didn't have a lot of free throw attempts last night. They only had 7. But the last 2 games they've shot under 50% from the line. Ponce gets the Lady Buffaloes' first point of the game as Ty Davis checks in for Jalen Spears. McAlester trailing 8-1. 4:55 left to go in the first. Ponce's second free throw is nothing but net. And the Lady Buffaloes cut the deficit down to 6. They're going to apply a little bit of pressure here. As Shelton lobs it over to the right wing. Jordan back over to the right wing. Back to Jordan, far corner, takes the long 3. This one's off the back iron. Alone for the rebound is Holloman. She grabs it and works quickly to the top of the key. Drives coast to coast on a road trip. She can't score, but she goes to the free throw line instead. Well, we had a lot of those last night where they nearly found the bottom of the hoop on some of those drives. Sometimes they got the foul called. They just not quite the and one, but Holloman found a lane and she took advantage of it. Holloman's first free throw is nothing but net. It's now 8-3. McAlester trails. Second free throw, and they've cut the deficit in half. Number 21, Thompson, or Avida Starlin comes in for Hugo. McAllister's going to show some pressure here. A lob over to Bills as she crosses that court line, guarded up well by Katie Allen. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. And last touched by Hugo. So Katie Allen forces the turnover, and it's McAlester ball, down by 4 with a chance to make it a 1-possession game after going down 8-0 early. Holloman passes right wing, Davis. Pass to the top of the key, Ponce to the left wing. Holloman, Hugo's loading up the box right now. Top of the key, wide open 3. Allen, it rattles out. It's halfway down the hoop before it pinballed out. Rebounded by Hugo, moving the other way. Lob to the right wing, Jordan inside, wide open layup is missed. Rebounded by Holloman. 4:04 remaining in the first. Holloman drives, another trip to the lane, and she floats it in. The grace of Jada Holloman makes it 8-6. 3:54 remaining in the first. Pass across half-court line, left wing. Bills, good move to the basket. 2 is up, and a late whistle. That's the right call, though. But who's it on? It's going to be on Jada Holloman. I forget we have Jada Ponce and Jada Holloman both on the floor right now. That would be Holloman's first. And she got into foul trouble early against Durant, and it changed. It did change the outcome of the game as the first free throw is missed here by Hugo's number 5, Asia Jordan. Because she is your leading scorer. When you take a player that has 20.4 points per game out of the equation, then it hurts your team. And, a couple of them were offensive fouls on the drive as Hugo makes the free throw to end that 6-0 run. But Jordan Holloman right now is just having a great start to the first quarter. Pass to the right wing. One dribble, top of the key, around to the left wing. Holloman, good drive, pulls up baseline, jumper, nothing but net, and she pulls it within one. That's what she brings to the table, night in and night out. Great player in Jada Holloman. Left wing, free throw line, nearly a travel. Far corner three is up and too strong. Rebounded by Ponce. Ponce dribbles through traffic. They've got the numbers now. 2-on-1. Allen pulls up, mid-range jumper, missed it, and rebounded by Jordan, and a foul on Ponce. That close to be able to take the lead here. It's an 8-1 run here for the Lady Buffaloes. 3:11 left in the first. 9-8. Hugo still leads Lady Buffaloes of McAlester. Across the half-court line. Dribbling is Zion Bills. A big lob over to number 10, Calesia Shelton. Another cross-court lob, dangerous. Grabbed by the left wing over by Jordan. Holloman was getting ready to pick that off. And a travel call between the rings. Left alone with Zion Bills, and she took an extra step. And it gives McAlester the basketball. Lady Buffaloes running with a 3-2 zone defense that time, kind of protecting the perimeter. Holloman will get the inbound, 2:50 left in the first. Passing left wing, around over to Allen. She has the long three open if she wants to take it, but she decides not to. Passing between the rings over to Alberson, swinging it right wing. Davis looking inside. Pass back top of the key. Open three on the way by Holloman. Paint it gold! What a start for Jada Holloman. She's got 9 of McAllister's 11, and the Lady Buffaloes with their first lead of the game, 11-9. We have a foul called on the floor. This one's going to be against Avery Alberson. That's already team foul number 5 here on McAlester. 2:28 remaining in the first. 11-9. McAlester leading Hugo. Lob, high post, swatted, stolen. Holloman the other way, 3-on-1. Bounce pass to Alberson, feeds it to Davis. Davis banks it in, and the Lady Buffaloes lead 13-9. It's a 13-1 run. Allen with a near steal as it goes into the student section. Lady Buffaloes leading by 4 with 2:13 left in the first. Coach Owen wanting to up the pressure. Pass over to the far sideline. Still in the backcourt, pass back over to Bills. Bills double teamed in the backcourt. Going the other way, picks up her dribble. She's in trouble. Timeout call by Hugo's David Van. We'll take it with 2:03 left in the first. McAlester leading 13-9 on KNED.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAlester Pepsi is your total beverage provider. From bar needs to school concession stands, McAlester Pepsi has everything in between. Fountain, vending, coolers, and cups. McAlester Pepsi has you covered. 2019 and 2020 and 2022 awarded Bottler of the Year. McAlester Pepsi has taken the hometown service to the national level with all eyes in the Pepsi world on McAlester. They're watching and wondering what's next. Visit McAllisterPepsi.com for more information. Locally owned and operated since 1939.
McAlester leading Hugo in the ladies' game 13-9, 2:03 left to go here in the first quarter. Again, we're going to be sharing some stories about Bob Brumley Gymnasium and our favorite memories all throughout the night. When we get another break in the action, we're going to try to share some here as they're starting to come across our Twitter feed. Let us know your favorite on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. Between the rings, lob over to left wing. Hugo with the ball, but they're down by 4. McAlester on a 13-1 run. McAlester with 5 team fouls right now. Holloman will nearly get a steal. She's fouled instead by Calesia Kelly. She would have had it had Kelly not bumped her. And 1:45 left in the first. That's going to already be the 3rd foul on Calesia Kelly. She's got 6 out of the 9 points for Hugo.
She's going to stay in the game.
Left wing 3 by Allen. Paint it gold, and McAlester is starting to feel it. 16-1 run, and they lead by 7.
Yeah, don't let Katie Allen get hot from 3. That's her first of the night.
And another steal by Katie Allen. She gets ahead over to Alberson, who travels on her way towards the rim. 16-9. Lady Buffaloes lead by 7. Jalen Spears checks in for Avery Alberson. 1:26 left in the first. Inbound into the backcourt. McAlester showing pressure. Pass to the near side. Bills bounce pass near the out-of-bounds line. Pass in the front court. Ball comes loose. Stolen by Davis. Davis ahead over to Spears. Spears driving towards the rim. She's hit hard. She'll go to the line. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center for all of your animals' feeding needs. Visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Chakota. Go Buffs. So Mary Martin was the first person to let us know her favorite Bob Brumley Gymnasium memories as Spears hits the first free throw. She says, Brumley Gym has been my work home for 23 years, lots of great memories, but her favorite ones were always the daily visits from Coach Brumley. Thank you, Mary, for sharing. Second free throw missed by Spears, but an offensive rebound by Jada Holloman. She drives baseline, floater up. She got another one. Lady Buffaloes on a 19-1 run.
Jada Holloman now with 11 points on 4 of 5 shooting.
Foul on the inbound on Katie Allen. That'll be team foul number 6 on McAlester.
Foul 23, Katie Allen.
Little too aggressive there for her. That'll be her first. Callista Kelly does now come off the floor. Again, had 3 fouls in the first quarter, but she played there with 3 fouls for the last about minute and a half. Right to left go Hugo. A lob to the left wing. Pass tipped partially by Spears, but retrieved by Asia Jordan of the Lady Buffaloes of Hugo. Straightaway 3 is knocked down by Zion Bills, and it makes it 19-12. Inbound to Holloman. 41 seconds left in the first. McAlester has been on fire since they went down 8-0 early. Pass inside, Davis open. 1-on-1, she can't get the roll. Holloman got the offensive rebound, throws it over to Ponce to save it in the right wing area. Ponce dribbling, driving, towards the rack. She'll score! A little bit of dramatics there on the bounce along the back side of the rim, but it makes it 21-12 with 20 seconds left in the first. Pass dangerous, Davis knocks it out of bounds. Lady Buffaloes defense suffocating right now.
McAlester defense.
I have to keep on reiterating that.
Yeah, you have to specify because they're both the Buffaloes.
I hate the battle of the Buffaloes just because it makes my job that much harder. Left wing 3 is up, and that's 2 in a row there for Zion Bills. 21-15, McAlester up by only 6 now. Right wing 3, Holloman trying to get it back. She won't, off the back iron. Rebounded by Hugo, and that'll be the end of the first. We got a good one. McAlester leading Hugo in the girls' game 21-15 here on KNED.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We begin the second quarter. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes leading 21-15 over the Hugo Lady Buffaloes, just now beginning the second quarter. McAlester went down 8-0, but went on a 19-1 run. Hugo has since hit a couple of threes. I believe all their shots from the field, save one, have been from the three-point line. Spears on the floor with Ponce, Allen, Holloman, and Davis. 21-15 McAlester leading. Past the high post. Grabbed by Scroggins, who dribbles out to the circle now. Now retries driving, lost the ball, gathered back along the baseline. Gets a bump, no whistle, shot up, air ball, rebounded by Holloman. Holloman will be fouled by number 12, Kayla Minter, on a dribble towards the other side of the floor. 20 seconds into the first half, McAlester leading Hugo 21-15. Oh, that's going to be Ryla Starlin. So Starlin tonight is number 12. Davis between the rings. On the edge of the circle right now is Allen. Back to Allen. Long left wing 3 off the right side of the rim. Spears climbs ladder. Offensive board. Top of the key. Allen driving. Pulls up mid-range jumper. Left it short. Offensive board by Davis. And a foul called on the floor, which is team foul number 7 on Hugo, sending McAlester to the line for a 1-and-1. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center for all of your animals feeding needs. Visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Chakotah. Go Buffs. 1-and-1 here for the freshman Tyrus Davis.
And that is Scoggins' third foul.
Davis can't hit the free throw, and it will go out of bounds last touched by Holloman, who leaped up to try to grab it. So Hugo here with early foul trouble. 3 on Callista Kelly and 3 on, that was number 11, Keyshawn Scroggins, and we have a We were about to play with 6 players for Hugo. So they tell her, wait to the next buzzer. 1:08 left to go in the half. Lob, Davis can't get the grab. Driving in Scroggins. Pass Ponce, up for 2, missed it. Ponce, good post defense. She gets the rebound too. Ponce down the near sideline, stopping on a dime. Passing back near corner. Holloman inside. Davis open, dribbles up, can't make the shot, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. And Holloman, she's over here saying, just go up with it. But she draws contact. Trying to get an and one there is what Davis is trying to do. But she is drawing fouls, and that's already the second personal on Raya Starlin. Davis's first free throw is missed off the back iron. We get 2 here. That's not a 1-and-1. I don't think anyone knew that. Philip Jewell, he's sharing his favorite McAlester memory for basketball. December 3rd, 2010, McAlester versus Shawnee. Me and Philip were freshmen. We were all freshmen except for Wyatt. He was in 8th grade over at a different school at that time. McAlester was trailing in the 4th quarter as the second free throw by Davis is made to make it 22-15. Calvin Boyle rose high above the rim for a monster throwdown. It led to a Buffalo comeback and a win. Thank you, Philip, for sharing that memory. A pass is tipped, stolen by Spears. Head over to Ponce. She's in the clear, and it's a layup. Lady Buffaloes lead 24-15. McAlester over Hugo. 6:34 remaining in the half. McAlester continuing on with the pressure. Pass, half-court line. Ladies open. She lost the ball, stolen by Ponce, but she stepped out of bounds. It came loose. Number 21, I believe that's Minter. Couldn't handle it. It was stolen along the baseline, but she stepped out of bounds in the process. Alberson checks in for Spears. 6:26 left in the half. McAlester leading 24-15. Hugo will inbound far corner to Shelton. Shelton stops right elbow, back outside far corner. Jordan trying to go baseline, and she is fouled along the baseline, which will send her to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Fouls on Alberson. That's going to be her second personal. Team foul number 7, hence the 1-and-1 here. Free throw is going to be big here in the first half. Both teams playing aggressive defense as the first one is made by Jordan.
And Hugo tonight 2 of 3 from the charity stripe.
Second free throw, and she hits them both. In the previous game this year, Hugo only 53% from the charity stripe. That was in the season opener. McAlester was 71%. Hugo pulls it within 7. It's 24-17. 6:10 left in the half. Pass right wing, Alberson wide open for 3 off the left side of the rim and hits the bottom of the shot clock. It'll go straight over to Hugo. One of the times where you're like, man, we don't need a shot clock.
Right there.
Because if it doesn't hit the shot clock, I think that we had a Lady Buffalo in prime position to get an offensive rebound and a putback. 6 minutes left in the half, 24-17. Picking up the dribble, lob to the right wing. Jordan with the ball, guarded well, cross-court pass over to the left wing to Bills. Bills on the drive, stopping, back outside the top of the key, and a foul called. Correct call, that's going to be on number 14, Ty Davis. Again, they are a little bit, they're not letting them play as much as they did in the boys' game of Durant and McAlester in the second half last night. But it has been a fairly called game. It's been very consistent on both sides here. And McAllister's been getting the call on the other side of the floor, so the free throw's missed off the back iron. Holloman's got the rebound, so you like to see it get called there too. Down the far sideline, officiating, by the way, so far great tonight, I think. Left elbow 2 is going to be missed by Holloman. She gets her own rebound inside the paint, rips out of a couple of defenders. That one probably should have been called a foul, though. Mid-range jumper by Holloman. She doesn't care. She doesn't need a foul. She'll get 2 herself to make it a 9-point game. McAlester leading 26-17 over Hugo. Yeah. 5:25 left in the half.
Holloman now up to 13 points, and she has 8 rebounds.
Already. She's averaging nearly 9 on the year. Far corner, stopping along the short corner far side, working around the arc to the left wing. Jordan, good Euro step, shot blocked by Holloman out of bounds. 5:10 left in the half. Great crowd here tonight, as it should be in the final games at Bob Brumley. Inbound left wing, one dribble, thought about the 3 was Kalicia Shelton. Now top of the key driving in. Bills can't make the shot. Rebounded by Jones, who checked into the game. So Kinley gets over to Holloman, who dribbles down the far sideline. Passes far corner. Allen around the arc. Pass tip, but straight to Jones. Right wing Davis. Davis back over to Allen, left wing. Feeds it further in the corner. Long three by Holloman, short. Rebounded by Shelton. Hugo moving the other way. 9-point game. McAllister's largest, tied. They're actually 1 point away from their largest lead of the game. They led 19-9 at one point. Far corner, three on the way. That one's good. Hugo shooting very well from three. As that's going to be Ryan Starlin.
5 of 7 from three for Hugo tonight.
That's where they're staying in this game right now is from three. 26-20. 4:20 left in the half. McAllister up by 6. Pass along the baseline. It's going to be stolen by Hugo. Pass back over to Holman, who's got the steal. In the paint for 2. She scores. The assist there from Hugo. Coach Owen will call the timeout. 4:10 left in the half. McAllister leading 28-20 here on KNED.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAlester Pepsi is your total beverage provider. From bar needs to school concession stands, McAlester Pepsi has everything in between. Fountain, vending, coolers, and cups. McAlester Pepsi has you covered. 2019 and 2020 and 2022 awarded Bottler of the Year. McAlester Pepsi has taken the hometown service to the national level with all eyes in the Pepsi world on McAlester. They're watching and wondering what's next. Visit McAllisterPepsi.com for more information. Locally owned and operated since 1939.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. In the ladies' game, McAlester leading Hugo 28-20 with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the half. Both teams have 18 fouls apiece. Couple ladies in foul trouble for Hugo. McAlester does not have a player with 3 fouls yet. We're ready to go. We're waiting on the official to hand the ball off to number 5, Asia Jordan, along the baseline.
They're wiping up a spot on the floor, I believe.
Oh, thank you. I didn't see that. That's why I have color commentators, because I'm blind as a bat and literally colorblind. Inbound in the backcourt, McAllister pressing. Hugo doing a good job of beating that press. Dribbling inside, past Ponce. They throw it near the out-of-bounds line, near corner. They save it to the left wing. Lob back to the near corner. Bills spot up 3, missed it. Rebounded by Holloman. How did she grab that one along the far sideline? She throws it up over to Allen. Allen stopping, popping shot. Too strong. Offensive board Davis. Davis is going to have her shot blocked. Rebounded by Hugo. 3:43 left in the half. Spears is getting ready to check in for McAllister. Lob across the half-court line, right front court. Picking up the dribble, passing to the circle. Jones got to be careful there not to foul. Pass is going to be tipped and stolen by Allen, and she's hit. 1-1 coming up here for Katie Allen. The foul's on number 4, Zion Bills. Only her first.
Foul 4, Zion Bills.
Team foul number 9 on Hugo, so 1-1 coming up for Katie Allen. Allen shooting 64% from the line on the season so far. By the way, 76 made threes by Katie Allen this year.
That is insane.
Free throw by Allen is back iron, though. Ball's up in the air, won by Hugo with the rebound. Down the far sideline, good defense by Allen with her hands up in the air, still in the backcourt. Now across the half-court line, over to Starlin. Starlin pass back, tipped and stolen by Allen again. Allen down the floor, left-handed layup, good. And the Lady Buffaloes are back up by 10, tied for their largest lead of the contest.
And just like that, Allen has 3 steals and 5 points.
Still in the backcourt, bounce pass, Holloman nearly with the steal. Cross the half-court line, Shelton lobs it near corner on the bounce. Thought about the 3, back out left wing, around the arc, top of the key. Passing right wing, 3 is up and good. They're still hitting from 3, Zion Bills. They're now 6 of 9. And so it's keeping them in the game. 18 of 23 points from downtown for Hugo. Baseline, Ponce, driving baseline. Gives it over to Spears, who scores from the left block. And McAllister answers a 3 with a 2 there to make it a 9-point game. Allen playing fantastic defense so far, creating scoring opportunities on the other side. Pass grabbed by Bills, near corner. Pass swatted by Spears and stolen by Jones. Like she's playing volleyball. Throws it over to Ponce. Ponce gathers it near sideline. 2:17 left in the half. McAllister leading by 9. Pass near corner. Spears on the drive. Goes up for 2. Can't get the roll, though. Rebounded by Hugo. Just kind of spun off like a top. Down the floor across half-court line. It's Jordan that dribbles to the left wing, finds a lane, goes up for two. Great defense by Ponce, gets the block and the rebound. Ponce ahead for Spears. Spears completely in the open. Layup is good. McAlester up by 11. 34-23, that's that elite speed that Jalen Spears brings to the table.
She now has 5 points tonight.
She left defenders in the dust there. 1:40 left in the half. Right wing feeds a far corner. Jordan looking around, no one's open, starts to dribble around the arc. Stops, bounce pass good, went to the top of the key. 3 is up again, and this is a collective heat check off the back iron. Rebounded by Holloman. Holloman triple teamed, and a foul called on Hugo. 2 free throws coming up here for Jada Holloman, as that is going to send McAlester to the double bonus with 1:26 left in the half. We got more people letting us know their favorite Bob Brumley memories. Jake Wood as well. This one's a pretty good one. All right, I'll wait for Holloman's first free throw. Well, it started off when the Buffs came back after being down big at half against TSST, as the first free throw is missed by Holloman, to win a regional championship back in 2003. Jeremy Case caught fire, couldn't miss. The place was electric all night and finished off by storming the court. So it was epic back there in 2003. Jake Wood, thank you for sharing your story, man. Second shot is made by Holloman, and it's 35-23, 12-point lead for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. Kelly lost the ball, stolen by Holloman. Holloman down the floor, looking ahead. She will drive herself up for 2. She's fouled again. Free throws coming up for Jada Holloman.
And Jada Holloman just doing a great job driving down the lane and drawing contact here tonight.
I saw where Hayden Souther ended up retweeting our tweet. I think he needs to share his favorite memory from Bob Brumley. That's one of my favorites as well. First free throw by Holloman is no good off the back iron. And Lily Autry will check in here for Jalen Spears. By the way, that memory, a far corner 3 hit by him nearly at the buzzer to take down Idabel in overtime. That was fun. Holloman's second free throw. I want from his perspective, though.
Right.
Holloman's second free throw is good to make it 36-23. McAlester Lady Buffaloes up by 13 with 1:10 left to go in the half. A ball gets knocked out of bounds by Alberson, staying with Hugo. Right next to the McAlester bench, right between the McAlester bench and the scores table is where the Hugo Lady Buffalo will inbound. In the backcourt, across that court line, is Zion Bills, who will lob it near corner, short corner near side. To Starlin. Starlin feeds it inside, tipped but taken back. Around the baseline, top of the key, almost stolen by Alberson. Free throw line floater is short, rebounded by no one. It gets knocked out of bounds by Holloman. By the way, Holloman already with double digits in rebounds. Last time I checked, she had 10, but she might have more. Pass inside. Bailey Marshall checked into the game for McAlester. We have a shot that is up and made and one.
2 points.
That was going to be on Bailey Marshall. That'll be her first. Hugo with a chance to pull it back within 10. 49 seconds left in the first half. With the shot made, Kashana Scroggins. Her and one attempt, back ironed. Offensive rebound out by the right wing. Back to inside, going up for 2, and she's fouled again. Once again by Marshall.
Foul 21, Bailey Marshall.
So that will send, that is Scroggins once again to the free throw line. Official first off making sure that she's okay. She hit the floor. Hugo still trying to pull back within double digits. It won't happen on this trip to the line as the first free throw is missed. Autry comes out and so does Marshall. Ponce and Davis come in, both teams in the double bonus. Second free throw is missed as well. Ball's in the air. It's going to be rebounded by Alberson down the far sideline. Double teamed, and she's pushed from behind. No whistle, though. Stolen by Scroggins. Scroggins going in, and a shot made. Alberson was pushed from behind kind of violently there. No whistle, though. 30 seconds left in the half, and Hugo's pulled it back within 9. Left wing, Allen. Allen to the top of the key to Davis. Davis thought about the 3, drives, pulls up free throw line, got the floater from the line to make it an 11-point game. Again, McAlester gets those 2 points back. Dribbling is Bills to the circle, passing to the right wing, and that's an unfortunate series of events there. Tripping was Jada Holloman, and she tripped at the feet of Scroggins, and Scroggins came back down, tripped over Jada Holloman. And so 2 free throws coming up here for Kashana Scroggins. Both players look like they're kind of banged up after that. It's just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. 2 free throws here. First one is up and short. Still an 11-point lead for McAlester. 10 seconds left in the half. Second one on the way is short as well. Rebounded by Ponce and a foul on the rebound. So we're going to be having 2 free throws coming up on the other side. 9.3 seconds left in the half. We've had a lot of free throws already here. Again, game could come down to free throws if you find yourself within a 10-point game. Right now, McAlester with an 11-point advantage.
Making it really easy on the camera guy right now.
First free throw made by Ponce, and McAllister's at 39 points. Spears will check in for Alberson. Ponce's second attempt in the air and rattles home. McAlester with 40 points here in the first half. Offensive explosion here. 6 seconds, pass to the right wing. Feeds it inside, Scroggins drives in, and she's fouled again. 2 free throws coming up here for Scroggins, as that's going to be Ponce's second personal. Not a lot of people won't be in foul trouble by the second half, but again, all these are correct calls, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Just 2 teams playing physical defense here as the first shot is made by Scroggins, as for that kind of struggled from the line, but makes her first one. Pulls it within 12 here for Hugo.
Hugo shooting 40% from the charity stripe, 4 of 10.
Shooting better from 3 than they are from the free throw line. Second free throw's barely made. Inbound, Holloman, half-court shot at the buzzer. Almost banked it in, just a little off to the right. And we head to the second half with McAlester leading 40-29 over Hugo. We'll take a break and come back here on KNED.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAlester Pepsi is your total beverage provider. From bar needs to school concession stands, McAlester Pepsi has everything in between. Fountain, vending, coolers, and cups. McAlester Pepsi has you covered. 2019 and 2020 and 2022 awarded Bottler of the Year. McAlester Pepsi has taken the hometown service to the national level with all eyes in the Pepsi world on McAlester. They're watching and wondering what's next. Visit McAllisterPepsi.com for more information. Locally owned and operated since 1939.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is ready to make a deal. Check this out. Right now, Patriot is offering 1.9% financing for 72 months and $2,500 cash back on a brand new 23 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited. Here's a 2022 Ram Lone Star Bighorn 4x4 with up to $4,750 cash back and 1.9% APR for 72 months. The best deal on a new vehicle is always at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. Vickers Furniture is having a tax refund sale. If you're getting money back from the government, well, Vickers Furniture can help you spend it wisely. Vickers ordered new furniture back in the fall, and they need to sell what they have on the floor. So Vickers is offering up to 40% off select furniture and accessories. Reinvest your tax refund and save up to 40% right now at Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated. Both offer clean and comfortable rooms at a great price. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of McAlester Buffalo Sports, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. Remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American Inn Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
What's with the chips?
It's a little gift for my Valentine.
Not chocolates? What?
February is the perfect time to surprise your Valentine with a certified pre-owned Nissan.
Financing is as low as 3.99%
And comes with a 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Hey, don't eat those chips in my car.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at FentonNissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. Winter will be here before you know it, so call today. 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to health care at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So it's a big deal going on tonight. Coach Singleton getting the crowd into it. Let me send it down to him real quick.
and only MHS
That's awesome.
Who is that and what has he done for Coach Singleton?
Hey, you don't know Coach Singleton, man. By the way, for those on radio, it's the Palms Nationals performance right now. Man, I hate that we are on radio, though. I would like to just be able to film this entire thing, but since we're on radio, we have to do our halftime show here as well. McAlester is leading 40-29, but again, for those that are watching on YouTube, you can watch the performance. You're going to be able to hear some of the music in the background, but we do have to continue on with our halftime show. We apologize. But Coach Singleton, he made me stop what I was doing. I need him to be able to, like, I don't know, motivate me to get out of bed every morning.
Yeah,
every day.
Just be your personal motivational speaker.
That was awesome. I felt like I was about to enter a WWE arena. All right, we do have 40-29 McAlester leading Hugo at the end of the first half. Let's go ahead and look at our halftime stats brought to you by First Realty.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs, whether residential or commercial. First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
I'm telling you that if you're not, you need to be over here at Bob Brumley Gymnasium. These ladies are doing fantastic. And they just finished with their performance into a rousing ovation. And I love all the 10s over on the far side. Everyone and over here on the near side too, they all have pieces of paper that say 10s on them. That is a 10 out of 10 performance. I love that.
100%. This
is a cool night over here in the final varsity basketball games at Bob Brumley Gymnasium. McAlester, Lady Buffaloes leading Hugo. Lady Buffaloes 40-29 at the end of the first half. Let's look at some of our halftime stats.
Jada Holloman leads in scoring at the half. She has 17 points on 6 of 11 shooting. That's good for 55%. Also, one made it 3, 20% from beyond the arc. Also, 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. That's good for 67%. And also has 10 rebounds and 3 steals. Jada Ponce, she has 8 points tonight on 100% shooting from the field. She's also perfect from the charity stripe, 4 of 4. Also has 3 boards and 1 steal. Katie Allen has 5 points tonight on 29% shooting, 33% from 3, and also has 3 steals. Terrace Davis, he has 5 points tonight on 50% shooting, 1 of 3 from the charity stripe, and also has 2 offensive boards and 1 steal. Jalen Spears has 5 points tonight on 40% shooting. She's also shooting 50% from the charity stripe and has 3 boards. Looks like 1 steal for Jalen Spears. And that's going to round your scoring.
All right, looking at your team stats here.
McAlester Lady Buffaloes, 14 of 31. That is good for 45% from the field.
So a good bounce-back game for McAlester from last night. Again, McAlester shot 18% in the first half against Durant in the first half. They're already 5 points away from matching what they had last night. So really good bounce-back game for McAlester against a team that recently beat Durant, by the way.
Yep, they have found their shot again tonight. Also, Hugo, just 9 of 24. That is good for 38%. McAlester from beyond the arc, 2 of 9. That is good for 22%. Hugo from three-point land tonight, shooting 60%.
That is where they're surviving right now. How many threes have they made?
They have made 6 of 10.
So 18 out of their 29 points coming from three-point land right now. So well over 50%.
Also from the charity stripe, McAlester Lady Buffaloes are 10 of 16. That is good for 62%. Hugo Lady Buffaloes, 5 of 11. That's good for 45%. Also, McAlester with 6 offensive rebounds. Hugo with only 1 offensive board. McAlester has 13 defensive boards to Hugo's 9. And McAlester also with 10 steals. They forced 12 Hugo turnovers, while only having 6 turnovers themselves, each team with 2 blocks.
All right, so McAlester playing a pretty solid game right now. Some of the threes made by Hugo has kept them within striking distance. It was around this deficit for them when McAlester played them back over in Hugo. What does McAlester need to keep doing or do better in the second half to be able to secure the win here in the final game of the regular season?
Well, I'd say keep cashing in from the charity stripe. Again, they're shooting 62% right now. Hugo 45%, but a lot of trips to the line tonight. Both teams playing pretty aggressive.
Nate?
Really just try to force them inside the paint. Don't let them shoot the 3 with the way they've been shooting it tonight.
And that's really what they started. I mean, Hugo was trying to do that in the final 30 seconds and drew some fouls, so I wouldn't be surprised if Hugo actually does embrace that to try to get more people into foul trouble. Hugo now playing with 3 players with 3 fouls or more. McAlester does not have a player with 3 fouls yet. So
I'll take that.
That is
and also I want to say
good.
one more thing. They've been playing great defense here so far with 10 steals, and they've scored a lot in transition. Continue to do that in the second half.
So again, McAlester leading Hugo 40-29. Again, 40-29 here in the regular season finale. Remember that McAlester will be going to Sapulpa for their regional tournament. That's what the McAlester Lady Buffaloes will be doing. They'll be taking on number 9 in the East, Coweta. That game will be on radio only, KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, online at McAlsterRadio.com or on the KNED app. You can listen. That game will begin, I believe, 6 o'clock is tip-off for next Thursday over in Sapulpa. So make sure you tune on in to that one. Or better yet, if you can make it on out to the game and support your McAlester Lady Buffaloes. They were in regionals just a couple of years ago over in Sapulpa. They won big in the first game before taking on, I believe, the eventual state champions, Sapulpa. We'd like to thank our sponsors before we actually hear from them here in a moment. Best Western and American, Fenton Nissan, WE Offered Propane, Freedom Ford, Caring Hands Healthcare, the Bank & A, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, Pepsi Cola Company of McAlester, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, and Vickers Furniture. We'll take a break and come back in just a moment. Again, McAlester leading 40-29 over Hugo at the break in the ladies' game here on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. Winter will be here before you know it, so call today, 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
All right, beginning of the third quarter, your McAlester Lady Buffaloes leading 40-29 over the Hugo Lady Buffaloes. Holloman, Spears, Davis, Ponce, and Allen on the floor for McAlester to begin the second half. Now shooting on the left side of the half-court line. Near corner, Allen passing between the rings over to Spears, around to the right wing. Holloman, cross-court pass left wing, open three on the way by Allen's going to be off. Right side of the rim, offensive rebound, 11th rebound of the game for Jada Holloman in the corner. Right wing, back over to Holloman, far corner. She's got an open three off the back iron, high bounce, and a rebound by Hugo moving the other way in transition. Taking it in stride is Jordan. Goes up for a floater and banks it in. And Hugo on their first shot of the third quarter pulls it back within 9 points. 40-31 the score. Far corner, Spears, bounce pass baseline, Davis, back around the arc to the left wing, near corner, Spears. Open three on the way from the corner. This one's in and out. Hugo once again takes it in stride. One-on-one. Around Allen, misses the layup, rebounded by Spears. She'll go back the other way. Hugo set up nice on defense, near corner. Allen spotted three from the corner. That one's no good. Rebounded by Spears down low. Second chance for McAlester, and they throw it away. Stolen by Hugo, other side. Layup up, and missed. Wide open layup missed by Jordan. Rebounded by Holloman. Holloman behind the back. We're running the length of the court each and every time. Near corner, Allen. Back over to the left wing. Holloman will track it down in the front court, and they'll slow things down. McAlester hasn't scored yet here in the second half. Allen trying to change that left wing three off the right side of the rim. Rebounded again by Kashana Scroggins. A lot of three attempts and had not had one fall here in the second half. 9-point lead for McAlester. Baseline, Scroggins denied access to the paint by Ponce, passing back right wing. Driving in, stopping, two is up, and we've got a charge. Khaleesi Shelton charged with the foul.
Foul number 10, Khaleesi Shelton.
That's going to be only her first personal, and gives McAlester the ball back. 6:11 left in the third. McAlester leading 40-31. Don't know where the 41 came from. Bounce pass high post. Holloman, turnaround jumper, left elbow. Got her arm hit, no call. Offensive rebound by Spears. Her shot's blocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with McAlester. 5:58 remaining here in the third. Ponce will inbound left of the glass. Looks, finds Spears wide open. Left block, two, good. And McAlester back up by double digits, 42-31.
Jalen Spears now with 7 points.
Passing inside, good look. Feed inside, missed shot, rebounded by Holloman. Holloman down the floor, across the half-court line she goes. Coast to coast, bumped, and she can't get the roll, though. She'll go to the free throw line. This trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center for all of your animals feeding needs. Visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Chakotah. Go Buffs. We have a story from Jared McCormick, sharing one from 2012 of February. Holloman makes the first free throw. Says, we were down almost 20 points at halftime to Idabel in homecoming and came roaring back in the second half for a big win. Most of the kids in the student section hung around, and when we mounted our comeback, the place was absolutely electric. So thank you to Jared McCormick for sharing that story. As Holloman makes both free throws. We're sharing stories of our favorite memories of Bob Brumley Gymnasium here on the final games at this historic venue. McAlester leading 44-31 over Hugo, 13-point lead.
Jada Holloman with that last made free throw, by the way, up to 19 points.
Alberson checked into the game. There's a pass that's tipped off the glass, back offensive. That's not even an offensive rebound. It just found its way. A missed shot, rebounded by Holloman. Holloman ahead for Spears. Perfect pass. Spears scores in transition. McAlester up by 15. So a pass got tipped off the glass, taken straight to a Hugo Lady Buffalo. They missed the shot. Holloman with the rebound, and she found Spears streaking open. And speaking of Spears, she... Oh, they're going to call that a foul on Spears. She got the steal, it looked like, and then they charged her with the foul. That's going to be her second personal. That one's a questionable one. They'll give Hugo the ball back. 46-31, said that she made a little bit too much contact. Right wing three is going to be short, rebounded by Ponce. 5 minutes left in the third. Ponce down the floor, passing it over to Holloman. Holloman, no look pass inside to Davis. Davis fouled. She'll go to the line. Lady Buffaloes with a solid bounce back game after yesterday, as that's already the fourth foul on Kashana Scroggins. She was a solid player for Hugo back in the season opener. McAlester really didn't have an answer for her or Shelton, as the first shot is missed by Davis. And if Scroggins is going to be off the floor, then that's going to give McAlester a big-time advantage here. in the third and fourth quarters. It has to come out with 4 fouls. Davis' second free throw is short. Rebounded by number 5, Asia Jordan. Hugo the other way. 4:49 left in the third. Across the half-court line. Lobbing over to the left front court. Lobbing to the far corner. Bills back left wing to Shelton. Shelton one dribble. Guarded up well by Spears to the top of the key. Pushed off to the left wing. 3 is up. That one's off the back iron. Rebounded by Davis underneath the basket. How did Davis grab that one? She was surrounded by 3 Hugo players. Pass ahead to the far corner. Holloman stops, right elbow. Looks back outside to Albertson. Straight away 3. Paint it gold. Rattle the rim, Avery Albertson. 49-31. It's an 18-point lead for McAlester, their largest of the game. Albertson nearly had a pocket pick. Passed to the left wing, back inside. Overshot her woman. And it'll be a turnover on Hugo. 4:07 left in the third. 49-31 the score. McAlester, after giving up the first bucket of the third quarter, has scored 9 in a row. Holloman kind of holding the ball, getting their breath. Let's go. Pass to the left wing. High post. Davis. Bounce pass. Great look for Ponce. She can't score, though. Fights for a rebound. No, Davis was. She's going to be charged with the foul. She kind of made too much contact going around a Hugo Lady Buffalo.
Everything but the finish on that play. That was a beautiful play call.
It's going to be Davis' second personal. Totally agree there. I mean, and every pass perfect. And that's also a tough shot to make. Ponce is trying to go and extend her right arm around the rim to try to bounce that in. It's a tough play to have, but again, it was a good try at it there for junior Jada Ponce. Lob near corner. Spot up 3 with a hand in her face. She got it. Tip of the cap to Asia Jordan. That's a tough shot to make. Makes it 49-34. Their 7th made 3 of the game. Far corner. Spears trying to get it right back. She will paint it gold. Makes it 52-34. Back to an 18-point lead. That's how you kind of stop a little bit of momentum that Hugo could have easily had there with the 3. She's open again. Jordan will get it near corner. Thought about 3. Guarded it well by Albertson. Working back around the arc to the left wing. Three-pointers up by Bills and missed. We have a rebound by no one. It looked like Hugo was touching the ball as they stepped out of bounds along the baseline. Bailey Marshall checks in for Ponce with 3:03 left in the third and an 18-point lead for McAlester. And we have an officials timeout right now. And they're speaking with Minter, who just came into the game, saying that she has to check out.
The official was pointing to her ear.
Yeah, and she's also, I think she has earrings in, so she's got to take the earring out. Pass to the right wing, Spears. And Spears traveled, yeah. And she shakes her head, she says, yeah. She was looking inside, kind of was starting a step, and now get the ball back over to Hugo. Spears checks out as we have, again, Bailey Marshall, Jada Holloman, Ty Davis, Avery Albertson, Katie Allen on the floor. Under 3 minutes left in the third with an 18-point lead for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. Top of the key, lobbing, left wing, all the way to the far corner. Spot up 3 from the corner is going to be airballed. Rebounded by Marshall in the paint. Marshall head over to Davis. Davis head to Allen. Allen in the clear. Left-handed layup. Good. 20-point lead for McAlester. 2:33 left in the third.
Katie Allen now with 7.
Lob to the right wing. Bills with the ball. Short corner near side. Lobbing back out right wing to Jordan. Jordan top of the key. Goes past Albertson into the paint. 2 is up. Left it short. Rebounded by Davis. Davis is going to be bumped. Bumped by Shelton. That'll be her second personal, team foul number 4 here on Hugo. Coach Owen will speak with Bailey Marshall. Also, I got to give a shout out to Kason Whitley. He is wearing a pink dress tonight for Pink Out Night.
Love it.
No one's doing Pink Out better than Kason Whitley right now. Wide open, Bailey Marshall off the left block. Kudos to Jada Holloman for finding her. She kind of hid like she was playing hide and seek over along the baseline over here. Just crept up behind the backboard, was wide open, finishes to make it 56-34. Near corner, 3-pointer on the way, and Jordan, man, she just continues to hit from downtown. That makes it 11 for her in a 56-37 game. Far corner, Allen One dribble to the top of the key to Davis. Davis around over to Alberson, left wing. Alberson dribbles inside, goes around a lady. Too strong. Offensive board by Marshall. She's got the putback. 58-37. Marshall now with 4. 1:26 left in the third. McAlester with 58 points, lobbing to the near corner. Grabbing it's Jordan. Jordan back around the arc to the left wing. Bills for 3. This one's too strong. Rebounded by Marshall. Marshall throwing it ahead. Wide open. Allen on the other side. Perfect pass. Touchdown. McAlester. 60-37. Katie Allen finishes with the 2. 1:04 left in the third. Across the half-court line. Bills lobbing near corner. Back out top of the key. Oh, Allen nearly with a steal. Back out left wing. 3-pointer up and off the back iron. High bounce. Marshall ending another possession with a rebound. Marshall dribbling around. Picked up her dribble. Has to hand it off to someone. Gets it to Davis. Davis in the backcourt with 43 seconds left in the third and a 23-point lead. Right wing. Holloman lost it on the dribble, and it's going to be stolen by Hugo. Down the near sideline. Driving Jordan. Stopping short corner. Great defense Allen. Passing back outside right wing Shelton. Shelton guarded up well near corner. Jordan takes the 3 with hand in her face. This one's missed. Rebounded by Holloman along the baseline, but throws it straight to a Lady Buffalo of Hugo. They missed the long 2. Offensive board by Bills. Bills drives in and is fouled by Marshall. So with 17 seconds left in the third, we'll have Zion Bills go to the free throw line. Also want to mention another favorite memory from Bob Brumley Gymnasium. Rachel Shaw checking in. She says, her favorite Brumley memory is watching our godson, Adante Holloman, making scoring history in the same gym his daddy dominated in. That's a great memory.
That is awesome.
That's pretty cool. Thank you, Rachel, for sharing. First free throw missed by Zion Bills as it stays 60-37. You can let us know your favorite Brumley memories. Second free throw missed as well, rebounded by Alberson, and it's swiped out of bounds, last touch by Hugo. We had some substitutions. Ponce on the floor. She checks in for Jada Holloman. Alberson, Davis, Allen, and Marshall with them. 14 seconds left in the third. Passing right wing. Ponce between the rings, working back around to the near corner. Allen, spot up 3 from the corner, off the front side of the rim. Offensive board by Ponce, and she's fouled by Hugo Lady Buffalo.
Foul 24, Deanna Kelly.
That's going to be on Kelly. Inbound, mid-range, back out. Ponce driving. Here's Coach Owen says score, and she does! What a hook shot! Looking like Wilt, Jada Ponce, to make it 62-37 going to the fourth quarter. Put those 4s up in the air, Lady Buff fans. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to historic Bob Brumley Gymnasium. McAlester Lady Buffaloes putting on a show here in the regular season finale, 62-37. As we're just now beginning the fourth quarter. A lob out to the right wing. Kelly with the ball. Kelly driving. Kelly shots blocked by Ponce. Offensive rebound, 2-pointer up, and that one's missed. Rebounded by Ponce. Ponce down the far sideline on the floor with Davis. Autry checked into the game. Alberson and Katie Allen. Autry wide open left wing 3. That one's too strong. Rebounded by Kelly. Davis rips it loose. The steal to the short corner near side. Allen pulls up mid-range jumper. Can't bank it in. And rebound by Hugo. And they got the numbers going the other way. Allen chasing her down. Goes up. 2 is up. And good. Nice shot by number 11, Kashana Scroggins. to make it 62-39. McAlester on top. 7:17 left in the game. Allen about 5 feet away from the three-point line. High post. Ponce traveled inside the paint. By the way, here for Pink Out Night, Stuco was passing around a bucket for donations. In the girls' game at halftime, $660 raised here on Pink Out Night.
Love it.
Really cool to see. Between the rings, lobbing out left wing over to Scroggins. Scroggins finds the lane, drives again, bounce pass, throws it. Out of bounds, though. Good defense by McAlester. Leading by 23 here over Hugo. Talked about controlled aggression. Again, being able to be in the face of Hugo and force turnovers, but not foul. That's what McAllister's done in the second half. Only 3 fouls on him after having over 10 in the first half. Fantastic here in the second half. Actually fantastic the entire game. Autry inside the paint. Her shot's blocked by Kelly. Kelly working the other way. Kelly, coast to coast. Too hard off the glass. Offensive board. 2 is up and nothing but net for Raya Starlin. Make it 62-41. Allen, right wing. Feeding around the arc over to Autry. Autry back to Allen. Top the key. Alverson driving. Left-handed layup. Alverson scores. And she's got 5. 64-41. McAlester up by 23. Lobbing right wing. Scroggins trying to drive. Low post. Turn around. Throws it hard off the glass. Offensive board top of the key. Straight away 3. Good. Back to a 20-point deficit. As that's good for Calicia Shelton. 64-44, right wing. Overhead pass. Davis baseline double teamed. Picked up her dribble. Passes across the baseline to the near corner. Ponce on the drive. Kicks out left wing. Alverson on the drive. Floater up mid-range. And she can't get the bounce though. Rebounded by Hugo and a foul called inside the paint. And it's going to be on Alverson. So Spears, Jones, and Holloman will check in. Coming out, Alverson, Davis, and Ponce. 5:45 left in the game. McAlester holding on to a 20-point lead right now. I wouldn't say that's really holding on.
Holding a 20-point lead.
Yeah. Kaysen knew that I gave him a shout-out because he said, you know I had a show out for the last ever game at Brumley at Buff Sports Radio.
Nice.
I want to believe he's listening from the stands right there. Floater up too hard off the glass. Rebounded by Spears. Spears going in front of everybody. Now she's closed in on and she's fouled on the layup. Spears going to the free throw line for 2 attempts here. This trip to the charity stripe brought to you by Big V Feed Center for all of your animals feeding needs. Visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Chakota. Go Buffs. First shot by Spears is nothing but net. Spears on the year, plus 80% free throw shooter. And let's give a round of applause as Madigan Griffith, the senior, checks in for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. In for Katie Allen. She hasn't been able to play her entire senior season, dealing with an ACL injury that she suffered in softball season. As Spears makes the second free throw, Madigan Griffith gets the check in. A state champion over there on the right side of the half-court line, Madigan Griffith. It is so cool to see her back on the floor here for McAlester. She wants to be a coach when she grows up, and I promise you, and I was telling this to Nate during the senior festivities in the pregame, is we have a top-the-key 3 that raises the front side of the rim, rebounded by Holloman. Holloman will be fouled in the backcourt, and that's team foul number 7 on Hugo, sending Holloman to the other side for a 1-and-1. Madigan Griffith will be a fantastic coach one day.
Absolutely.
Have you ever heard her? I mean, she coaches during the JV games a little bit. She gives, again, advice, and she coaches the JV kids as a senior leader. She's been a leader all season long on the bench for varsity games and JV games. I cannot wait to see the career and just whatever Madigan Griffith does with the rest of her life. She's a fantastic young woman, and I cannot wait to see, again, like what she does in her career. Holloman hits the first free throw, and she now has 20. McAlester back up 67-44. Second shot by Holloman, and she gets the Buffalo bounce. It's 68-44, timeout called. We'll take it. 5:13 left to go in the game on KNED.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
(68-44), McAlester leading Hugo. 5:11 and ticking left to go in the game. Kinley Jones, Jalen Spears, Madigan Griffith, Lily Autry, and Jada Holloman on the floor for McAlester. Top of the key, Kelly lobs out left wing. Three-pointer up and no good. Rebounded by Spears. Spears will pass it over to Holloman, and we'll move it right to left. Also, there's someone, we mentioned Case and Whitley wearing the pink dress. There's someone in a pink unicorn bike helmet. I need to know who that is. Near corner, Autry. That's in the student section, by the way. Between the ring, Spears with McAlester leading by 24. Passing inside, and we're going to be having a foul called inside. And is the foul going to be? Oh, it's going to send Madigan Griffith to the free throw line because she was the one that was fouled down low. Griffith to the line for a 1-on-1. If she makes this free throw, you're going to hear the crowd erupt.
Back in for Hugo, number 11, Kishana Scroggins.
1-on-1 here for the senior Madigan Griffith. Bends the knees, shot up, missed it though. That's all right. It'll be, since it missed the hoop, it's going to go straight over to Hugo. Bodie Nystrom will check in for Madigan Griffith and give that girl a hand. Coach Owen will be the first person to meet her, gives her a big hug. And if you want to know one of my favorite memories here at Bob Brumley Gymnasium, we just made one.
That's one of them.
That's cool. Madigan Griffith getting hugs from everybody on the bench. An emotional moment there for the senior. That is so cool. Awesome there, man. That's why you love sports. Driving in, losing the ball, out of bounds, last touch by a Hugo Lady Buffalo. 4:29 left to go in the game. Caitlin Knight will check in for McAlester. For Kinley Jones. 68-44. Hallman passing far corner. Bounce pass to Nystrom. Nystrom inside, throws it over to number 20, Freeman of the Lady Buffaloes of Hugo. Going coast to coast, two-pointer up, too hard off the glass. Rebounded by Spears. In the corner, double team, needs some help. She'll pass it to herself after it tipped off of Hugo. It'll go over to Holloman. Holloman looking inside for Nystrom. Good pass, and a foul called on the shot by Nystrom. She'll go to the free throw line for two here.
Number 20.
Nystrom shooting 60% from the line on the year so far. Boy, an already emotional night became an even more one when Madigan Griffith got to play right there. Nystrom misses the first one. That's why you need to make sure that you come out to these games in person. I mean, we love calling them for you, but we do it for the people that can't make it and the people that just like listening to us anyway.
If there are any of those.
If there's any of those. Second free throw is missed, and a rebound by Hugo. Under 4 minutes left to go in the game, but you want to be able to remember memories like that. Passing inside, low post, driving and just falling. That's going to be a travel. Down inside the paint, and Caitlin Knight helping Scroggins to her feet. We're about to have Amory Perrin check in for McAlester. She'll check in for Jalen Spears. And Coach Owen gives Sarah a hug as well. Again, another senior here for the Lady Buffs. 3:47 left in the game. Far corner, Autry. Bounce pass, Nystrom, baseline. Back out over to Autry. Bounce pass back to Nystrom. Nystrom driving baseline, lobbing it. Off a bounce pass, actually, near corner over to Holloman. Around the world, right wing. Autry takes the spot up three. Off the front side of the rim. Rebounded by Perrin. Offensive rebound. Looking inside for Autry. Down inside. Can't get her shot to fall. Gets her own rebound and falls to the floor, though. And we'll go back over to Hugo. .325 remaining.
Gotta love the student section.
Student section has been fantastic. I'm telling you, this is one of the best crowds I've seen here from McAlester since we started calling games here back in 2017. It's a good night. Top of the key three is going to be off the back iron. Rebounded by Holloman. Holloman in the backcourt. She'll start her jog across the half-court line. Passing right wing, Autry spot up three off the front side of the rim. She gets her own rebound in the corner. Autry lost the ball, gets stripped out of bounds. And you know what? It's an easy night to be able to not come to the gym. I know that it's the last game at Bob Brumley, but it's also Valentine's Day night.
Yeah.
So it's easy for someone to say, we got reservations here and here. No, you have a reservation and a seat at Bob Brumley tonight. That's where you need to be. This is an awesome environment right now. Left wing, Perrin, bounce pass to Nystrom. Baseline jumper, got it. Nystrom gives McAlester 70, and the Lady Buffaloes of McAlester leading Hugo 70-44 with 2:41 left to go in the game. Lobbing back left wing, Raylan Otoli about to come in for McAlester. Right wing, feeding near corner. Lobbing back right wing. Driving, floater, right elbow, good. Nice shot. .220 remaining in the game. McAlester leading 70-46. Knight right wing. Knight bounce pass to Nystrom. Back over to Holland. Back outside. Right wing three by Autry. Off the right side of the rim. Rebounded by Hugo. Knight nearly had a steal, but she pushes Scroggins first. And that'll be team foul number 5 on McAlester. Knight's second personal. We'll have Kaylee Knight checking in for Caitlin Knight. Nystrom checks out. Raylan Otoli checks in. 2:07 remaining in the game. Passing, high post, floater up, and good. Another nice shot from the right elbow by number 21 to make it 70-48. Far corner, Knight to the right wing. Holloman, Autry, left wing, near corner, Perrin. Perrin takes the corner three. It's going to be blocked. Blocked by Hugo. They have the rebound as well. Scroggins down the near sideline in a 22-point game as the ball gets thrown out of bounds, last touched by the Hugo Lady Buffaloes. McAlester with the ball back with 1:42 left to go in the game. Holloman passes inside to Otoli. Otoli back out far corner. Knight around the world to the left wing. Autry to the near corner. Perrin bounce pass to Otoli. Low post. Back to a cutting Holloman. Mid-range jumper. Holloman got it. 72-48. 23 points for Jada Holloman. Large lead here for McAlester. Passing to Scroggins right wing, and we're going to be having a official timeout to let Caitlin Knight come back on the floor for Lily Autry. Scroggins checks out as well as Anaya Brown comes in for the Hugo Lady Buffaloes. Inbound to the far corner. Kelly with the ball, passes it back out left wing, gives it top of the key. Driving, stopping, back out near corner, lobbing up. Knight nearly with the steal. Well, which Knight? Kaylee and Caitlin both on the floor. That's pretty cool to see, too. 1:06 left to go in the game. Claire Milligan coming in, and Riley forehand as well as Jada Holloman checks out. She gets a big hug from Coach Owen. And from assistant coaches Delonte Redway and Courtney Bashirs. And down the bench as well. We have a inbound into the backcourt, under a minute left to go. 72-48. We have a pass that's too high for Kelly in the near corner. I'll give the ball back to McAlester as they're going to end the regular season 14-9 with a big win here against Hugo. Right wing and a nice bounce back game after the loss last night to Durant. Layup on the other side after a steal by Hugo is good to make it 72-50.
2 points, Nate Johnson.
Right wing, Knight, bounce pass. It's in the front court, rolling around, grabbed by Perrin. Back over to Kaylee. High post, forehand, back out right wing to Kaylee. Right elbow, 2 by forehand, can't bank it in. Offensive board by Perrin, her 2-pointer's up, and that one can't bank in. Offensive board by Milligan, her shot's blocked, gets it back again to the right block, and Knight is going to be hit for foul number 10 on Hugo to send Kaylee Knight to the free throw line for 2 shots. This is double bonus time here for McAlester. First free throw by Kaylee is short, still 72-50. Second shot is going to be airballed there by Knight. And it'll go back to Hugo. They'll roll in the inbound. It'll be picked up, and the final 15 seconds are commencing. Left wing three by Kelly is no good. Offensive board and a foul first. And this is going to be foul number 7 on McAlester, sending a lady to the free throw line. McAlester boys are getting ready to come out onto the floor. Same way for Hugo. They're over there by their cheerleaders. Shot in the air. That one's missed off the back iron. Offensive rebound. 2 is up and good. And that should make the final score 72-52. We have a pass to the right wing that gets knocked out of bounds with 1.5 seconds. Maybe I'm wrong. It'd be cool to see a buzzer beater. Knight will inbound. Forehand. Forehand will just hold it. And that's all right. 72-52. McAlester Lady Buffaloes win their final game here from Bob Brumley Gymnasium. 72-52. Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. Strike up the fight song. Let's look at our players of the game. Brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town McAlester. They have numerous flavors and colors of scrumptious kettle corn, perfect for sporting events, movie night, and special occasions. Wyatt?
Jada Holloman finished off her night with 23 points on 50% shooting, 17% from 3, 80% from the charity stripe. She also had, looks like, 17 boards and 3 steals.
17 rebounds for Jada Holloman tonight. Great showing for her.
Also 1 block for Holloman. Jalen Spears had 14 points on the night with 50% shooting from the field, also 50% from 3 and 75% from the charity stripe. She also had 9 boards and 1 steal. Jada Pons, she had 10 points on 75% shooting. She was perfect from the charity stripe, 100%, and also had 6 boards and 1 steal. Also 2 blocks for Jada Pons. Katie Allen had 9 points on 29% shooting. She also was 14% from 3. And it looks like she had 3 steals. Avery Alverson had 5 points on the night on 40% shooting. 1 of 2 from 3, 50%. And she also had 2 boards. And Taharis Davis had 5 points tonight on 50% shooting. She also was 20% from 3 and had 4 boards. Also, Bailey Marshall with 4 points on 2 of 2 shooting. She also had a couple boards, had 4 boards. Bodie Nystrom had 2 points tonight. And that's going to round out your scoring.
All right, we're going to be talking about the Lady Buffaloes when we get done with the boys' game, but we got to get ready for the boys' game. Again, the Lady Buffaloes win 72-52 over the Hugo Lady Buffaloes. Boys coming up in just a moment here on KNED.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to health care at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the House on the Hill, Bob Brumley Gymnasium in McAlester, Oklahoma. We just finished up with the ladies' game in which McAlester won 72-52. Now let's preview the boys. All right, so the Buffaloes are riding a 2-game winning streak as they won 73-71 last time we were over here at Bob Brumley Gymnasium on a buzzer beater near half-court 3 by Lewis Woodmore, and then they dominated Durant for a majority of the night, still ended up winning by 11. They've improved their record to 7-15, still ranked 15th in the West. That's probably not going to change as we're now set where we're going to be going in regionals. Looking at last night's game, the Buffaloes had about the best start to a game that you could dream of. Starting with a 16-0 run, then leading by as much as 31 in the second quarter, and a 42-16 halftime lead. However, turnovers were a major problem for McAlester. They had 27 turnovers to only 12 on Durant. That combined with 7 more offensive rebounds for Durant led to 84 shot attempts for the Lions, 27 more than McAlester. However, McAlester still made 6 more shots in the end and took care of business at the free throw line to turn away Durant, who brought the game within 8 in the fourth quarter, leading to an 11-point win. McAlester finished 53% from the field to Durant's 29%. Durant took 39 attempts from 3 last night.
Wow.
Looking at some key performers, you had Malachi Rice with a new career high, 27 points on 69% shooting, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks. He just went crazy last night. Cole Allen passed the 1,500 career point mark, 18 points on 7 of 16 shooting, 4 of 8 from 3, and 10 rebounds. Eli Chapman had 10 rebounds. Garrett Pickett had 6 points on 3 of 4 shooting, 7 boards and 2 steals. Caden Harris with 4 points on 2 of 2 shooting and 2 blocks. And Lewis Woodmore continues to be excellent. He had 17 points on 55% shooting, 1 of 2 from 3, 5 boards, and 2 steals for the Buffaloes. Now let's look at the Hugo Buffaloes, who are now on the season 12-8 and ranked 14th in Class 3A, led by head coach Darnell Shanklin. They're averaging 54.9 points per game, giving up 48.8 points per game. They started off their season 9-1. Their only loss was to Broken Bow, but then they ended up going 3-7 since then. They're 3-7 since winning the Choctaw Nation Invitational, so they've only won 3 games in the calendar year of 2023. Those wins were 43-39 to Bing, 58-54 overtime win against Broken Bow, and they just recently beat Okmulgee 55-41 yesterday. Looking at some of the common opponents, they've lost to Broken Bow 77-74, but then they got wins 52-41, and like we mentioned, that overtime win against the Savages. They lost to Ada 55-50 and lost to Durant 67-54. This year they were Antlers Tournament champions, Choctaw Nation Invitational champions, and they placed 6th in the ECOC over in Ada. Looking at the first game of the season between these two teams, McAlester lost to Hugo 76-48. McAlester forced 15 turnovers, but they had 30 themselves, led to fast break points for Hugo, propelling them to 51% from the field to McAlster's 41%. Buffalo started 0 of 5 from the free throw line, ended 3 of 9. McAlester won the rebounding battle, though, 32-31, and that was without 3 starters, all big men. Malachi Rice, Eli Chapman, and Garrett Pickett, as well as key guard Braden Bumpus did not play in that game as well due to McAlester football still preparing for the state championship back in December. Let's go ahead and look at some players to watch for the McAlester Buffaloes.
Players to watch for in this one, Cole Allen scored 18 points and crossed the 1,500 career point mark in Durant. He shot 44% from the field, including 4 made threes. He picked up 10 boards. He has good numbers against Hugo, including 5 threes and 11 rebounds. He scored 21 points in that game back in November. Look for success against Hugo to continue tonight. And Malachi Rice scored a career-high 27 points on 69% shooting from the field with 9 rebounds and 3 blocks. We all know the difference he can make in the paint, but whenever he can score in bunches like he did against the Lions, he's an absolute weapon for the Buffs. He'll try to continue to stay hot here tonight. And Lewis Woodmore scored 17 points on 55% shooting from the field. He was a perfect 4 of 4 from the charity stripe with 5 rebounds and 2 steals. Lewis Woodmore is locked in right now. I'm excited to see how he finishes off the regular season.
Looking at some keys to the game, and by the way, last night Adonis Holloman did suit up. He suited up again going through warm-ups. Didn't play last night. We're going to see if he plays tonight. Let's look at our keys to the game, though.
McAlester had those 27 turnovers against Durant. Luckily, it didn't come back to bite them, but turnovers were also a big problem last time McAlester faced Hugo. They had 30, so play cleaner basketball tonight. Don't give Hugo chances to score in transition and go on scoring runs. And McAlester played a great black dead defense versus Durant. They were aggressive and applied pressure, holding Durant to just 26% shooting from the field and forcing 12 Durant turnovers on 6 steals. Create some turnovers and get steals against Hugo tonight. Also continue to dominate on the glass. McAlester out-rebounded Durant 46-31. Take care of business down in the paint. Get second chance opportunities and end Hugo's possessions.
A reminder that we are taking our favorite memories from Bob Brumley Gymnasium. We've already shared a lot during the girls' game. If you haven't shared yours yet, let us know on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. You can also let us know in the comments of our Facebook post at facebook.com/McAlester Radio, and we'll try to get it over the air for you guys throughout the game here tonight. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors for this season. Best Western and American, Fenton Nissan, WE Offer Propane, Freedom Ford, Caring Hands Healthcare, The Bank & A, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, Pepsi Cola Company of McAlester, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, and Vickers Furniture. Thank you all for putting us in the air, not just tonight, but all season long. And also remember, McAlester Baseball coming up in just a little less than 3 weeks. If you'd like to be a sponsor for McAlester Baseball, make sure you call us during our business hours, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 918-426-1050. We'll cover every single McAlester Baseball game unless we have a conflict with McAlester Basketball if they advance to area and to state. All right, we're going to take a break. Be back in about 30 seconds right here on KNED.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. This is the final basketball game. Hold on one second.
Would you please stand? Any activities, our last ball game at Bob Brumley Gymnasium, whether it's volleyball, basketball, if you participate
dodgeball,
in your alumni, please stand. Congratulations to all the McAlester alumni.
I love that Larry did that. Let's send it back down to him for the starting lineups.
Makes me feel included.
It does.
For the Hugo Buffaloes, number 0, LaMarcus Davis. Number 1, Jamar Brown. Number 2, Trevion King. Number 3, Daquan Lennox. And number 4, Amari Maytubby. And here is the starting lineup for your McAlester Buffaloes. Number 2, Mr. James Forehand. Number 3, Lewis Woodward. Number 23, Mr. Gary Pickett. And number 30, Cole Allen. And 34, Mr. Malachi Rice.
Those are the starting lineups for your McAlester Buffaloes. We're about to have our tip-off brought to you by Beautiful Rooms Furniture. For a great mattress at a great price plus quality furniture, Beautiful Rooms Furniture on Wyandotte Avenue in McAlester. Buffaloes wearing their home white-on-white uniforms, black buffs across the chest, black numerals on the front and back. Hugo wearing their road black jerseys with gold numerals on the front and back and gold Hugo across the chest. Let us know where you're listening from or watching from on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio, and we'll try to give you a shout out as we go throughout the night. Again, still taking Bob Brumley memories and sharing them all throughout the night here tonight. So we have Malachi Rice inside the circle with Daquan Lennox standing opposite of him. McAlester will be moving it left to right, Hugo right to left. There's the whistle. Ball's up in the air. Tip is won by Hugo, and it's basketball time here in the Heartland. The final game from Bob Brumley Gymnasium has begun. Well, varsity game. Never say never is what Coach Singleton says as we walked out of the gym after the dodgeball tournament last week. High post. Left elbow, lobbing back out right wing. Top of the key, driving. Maytubby stopping left elbow, back out near corner. Brown driving baseline, stopping. Pass tipped and taken back by Hugo. Davis with the ball, back out right elbow. He dribbles out beyond the perimeter. King with the ball, passes it back, right elbow. Davis lost it, gathers it back, pass back out far corner. Driving inside, feeds it, clustered, stolen by Forehand. Forehand dribbles out of it. Forehand. Dribbling, passing far corner, open three from the corner for Allen. Paint it gold! Cole Allen puts McAlester up on top with his 1,509th career point. 7:05 left to go in the first, and we have a block by Allen on the other side. Rebounded by Hugo, left wing. Brown, high post, bounce pass, no, not just a regular pass inside. Finds LaMarcus Davis, and it makes it 3-2. 6:50 remaining in the first. Hugo's going to press. They forced 30 turnovers against McAlester back in the season opener. But again, two players are on the floor now that weren't playing in that game back in December. Pass inside, Rice is one of them. Rice is going to be pushed out of bounds, but he throws the ball off of a Hugo Buffalo to keep the possession. Woodmore will inbound right at the glass along the baseline. Woodmore lobs for Allen. Allen grabs it, tries to throw it up, and he's going to be...
Yeah, that was pretty clear over the back.
Yeah. He's not fouled. He fouled somebody else, and that's going to give the ball over to Hugo. McAlester leading 3-2. Minute and a half into the first quarter, and Hugo just throws the ball away. Make sure everyone's all right in the student section. And the referee's already trying to tell the student section that they need to give them a little bit of space to inbound. That's another thing I'm going to miss about Bob Brumley.
Yeah.
The student section right on the hip of the players. Lob into the near corner. Allen passes. He was looking for Garrett Pickett, but Garrett Pickett was going for a screen for him. Goes straight over to Hugo, and they have the ball now with the steal. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to love the MAC, and Bob Brumley's not going anywhere. They're still going to have a lot of events over here at Bob Brumley Gymnasium. It's just that the MAC will be the new home of McAlester Basketball. Down inside, layup is going to be good by Travion King. Timeout called by Coach Holloman. Hugo leading 4-3 over McAlester. 6:08 left to go in the first here on K.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
4-3, Hugo leading McAlester. Allen with got the inbound, throws it over to Rice. Rice back over to Allen, down inside over to Pickett. Pickett lobs it back out straight away. Woodmore thought about the three, drives instead. Stopping, high post, back outside to Allen. Top of the key, back pedals, guarded up. Passing left wing, Woodmore. Lobs, low post for Rice. Rice traveled down along the left block, and he gives the ball back over to Hugo. That has been the Achilles heel of McAlester this season, is just turning the ball over.
Just can't get out of their own way sometimes.
They've shot well on the year, 42% from the field on the year. Down the near sideline, just having a hard time taking control of the ball. But a lot of that's because, again, Adonis Holloman's been hurt for a majority of the year. Again, he played in 7 games, didn't get to play all of the calendar year 2023 yet. And he was your starting point guard on day one. So when you don't have your starting point guard who controls the game, usually leads to more turnovers. Right elbow two is going to be up and made. And Hugo on a 6-0 run. 6-3, McAlester trails. Rice in the backcourt, back over to Woodmore. But I will say, Woodmore has done plenty well.
He's come alive.
He has been amazing for the McAlester Buffaloes here in his senior year. Averaging nearly 8 points per game, but he's had 18 and 17 in back-to-back games. But McAlester right now are not even getting shots off. They're just turning the ball over. Wide open near corner three is going to be too strong. Rebounded by Rice. Ahead over to Woodmore. Woodmore, 2-on-2 in transition. Goes towards the rim. Left-handed. Shot missed. 2 out off the glass. Rebounded by Hugo. They're in the clear. Coming in late is Allen. Can't get the block. And Davis with the 2 to make it 8-3. Hugo over McAlester. 4:37 left in the first. Allen passes near corner over to Pickett. Pickett cross-court pass to forehand. Wide open left wing three. Airballed. Too strong, rebounded by number 2, Travion King. Hugo going the other way with a 5-point lead and an 8-0 run.
And I think you can say Jake Forehand was too open on that.
Missed shot, rebounded by Pickett. Ahead over to Woodmore. Down the floor, 3-on-3, passes over to Rice. Rice gets the layup, and that ends that 8-0 run. Underneath the basket, uses the wingspan and scores to make it 8-5. Halfway through the first quarter, and a foul called on Allen. That's going to be his second personal.
Foul number 30, Cole Allen.
Both fouls on the entire game have been on Cole Allen. He'll stay in it for now. Some soft boos coming from the student section, but that is the right call on Allen there. Pass right wing, long 2 on the way is back iron, straight off the back iron, rebounded by forehand. Throwing ahead for Rice. Rice catches it, stops along the baseline, goes up for 2. He got hit, no whistle. And if that's going to be a foul on Allen on the other side, that should be a foul for Rice there. Baseline jumper is going to be made, and that's going to be could be a 4-point swing as Daquan Lennox hits the baseline jumper to make it 10-5. Head over to Rice. Rice driving in. Layup is good, and Rice pulls McAlester within 3, 10-7. McAlester pressing, bounce pass near sideline. King lobbing back over to Lennox. Pass across half-court line, top of the key, feeding it far corner. Brown inside the perimeter to Lennox. Lennox fadeaway jumper, back iron, rebounded by Pickett. Pickett hands off to Woodmore. 3:05 left in the first. 3-point game. Woodmore stops on a dime, right front court. Restart, stops left elbow. Back outside, forehand. Forehand driving. Floater up. He got the roll. The senior makes it a 1-point game. 10-9. Buffaloes will press, not before we have a officials timeout, not a timeout by one of the coaches. As Coach Hallman and Coach Darnell Shanklin will come together to speak to the head official here. I'm not sure what about.
I didn't really see anything down there.
He's pointing to one side of the half-court line and one side to the other. Again, just a conversation with both coaches, which will give the ball, the ball is already with Hugo anyway. That's just a stoppage to, again, usually when an official does that, explaining something to both the coaches, I don't think there's any warning here going to both teams because I haven't seen any chippiness between the two yet.
Unless it's words that we couldn't hear.
Yeah. So Hugo with the ball, 2:42 left to go in the first quarter. McAlester is down by 1, past the high post, back out near corner. To the high post, back out top of the key. Near the circle now, Jamarian Brown. High post to Davis. Davis, mid-range floater, can't get the bounce. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Pickett who tried to save it. And he'll stay with Hugo. Pickett's already got a couple of rebounds today. He's averaging nearly 3 per game on the year. As Aiden Parrish comes in, and so does Quincy Shelton for the Hugo Buffaloes. Inbound right wing, around the world to the near corner. Wide open 3 on the way, and that one's in and out. And an over-the-back call on Allen. That's going to be his third.
He's going to have to sit for a while
He's going to have to sit for a while. So McAllister's leading scorer is going to have to sit. On the season, the leading scorer averaging 16.6 a game. McAlester is down by 1. All 3 fouls in this game, by the way, have been on Cole Allen. And I'm not talking just on McAlester. I'm talking about the entire game. Both teams, far corner. Lobbing out right wing. With the ball, Lorenzo King. The far corner, over to Brown. Brown back to Lorenzo. Lorenzo high post. Right elbow, back out to Lorenzo. Straightaway 3's up and in and out. Rebounded by Pickett. He's got another board. Over to Woodmore, bounce pass to forehand, floater up, forehand, missed it, offensive board by Harris. Harris's left-handed shot is missed, and a rebound by Hugo moving the other way. Passing ahead, driving, spin move in the paint, good shot, missed it, rebounded by Rice. To Harris, to forehand, down the far sideline. Throwing ahead to Rice, Rice for the lead, he got it. Malachi Rice continues the tear he's been on. Career high 27 last night against Durant. He's got 6 here in the first quarter. McAlester with an 11-10 lead. 1:25 remaining in the first.
Yeah, and he's shooting 75%, 3 of 4.
Lorenzo across half-court line to Jamarian Brown. Again, by the way, 3 different players with the last name King on Hugo's roster, so a lot of first names as Malachi Rice has a steal here. Head over to Woodmore. Woodmore stops top the key, waits for his offense. Right wing forehand. Wants to drive and does so. He's bounced like a pinball through the paint. And that'll be the first foul of the day on Hugo. It's going to be on Jamarian Brown. Evan Black will check in for Rice. Give him a little bit of a breather here. 1:05 remaining in the first. Woodmore needs to inbound it. Overhead pass near the half-court line over to forehand. Gets the calls from Coach Holloman. 1-point lead for the black and gold. Well, they're both black and gold for McAlester. That's what makes it tough, too. Left wing, Woodmore for 3. Airballed it. Too strong. Rebounded by Jamarian Brown. Throws it ahead. finds Lorenzo. Lorenzo underneath the basket, has to get it back outside. Wide open right wing three is made. Quincy Shelton gives Hugo the lead back, 13-11. Hugo pressing, forehand, breaks it, kicks in near corner. Evan Black tackled in the corner, but quickly helping him up, number 23 there for the Hugo Buffaloes. 32 seconds left in the first. Hugo leading McAlester 13-11. Woodmore lobs that over to Black, left front court. Black passes to forehand. Edge of the circle, 26 seconds left in the first. Harris, left wing. Gets a screen by Harris. Pickett to the far corner. Black picks up his dribble. 14 seconds. Pickett passes over to Black. 8 seconds. Near the circle, 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Right wing three on the way by Woodmore is short. Rebounded by Hugo. Three-quarter court shot at the buzzer is short. And we enter the second quarter. A good game between Hugo and McAlester, 13-11. We'll take a break here on KNED.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAlester Pepsi is your total beverage provider. From bar needs to school concession stands, McAlester Pepsi has everything in between. Fountain, vending, coolers, and cups. McAlester Pepsi has you covered. 2019 and 2020 and 2022 awarded Bottler of the Year. McAlester Pepsi has taken the hometown service to the national level with all eyes in the Pepsi world on McAlester. They're watching and wondering what's next. Visit McAllisterPepsi.com for more information. Locally owned and operated since 1939.
We begin the second quarter. McAlester trailing 13-11 to Hugo. Jake forehand, Lewis Woodmore, Garrett Pickett, Malachi Rice, Evan Black on the floor. It looks like Harris checked out, Rice checked in. That's the only substitution we had. Between the rings, Rice with the ball. Passing angle left to Black. Black trying to drive, stop free throw line jumper. Grazes the right side of the rim. Rebounded by Hugo, and the Buffaloes of Hugo move right to left. 13-11, McAlester down by 2 in the paint. Blocked shot by Rice, rebounded by forehand. Forehand across the half-court line. Dribbles to the top of the key and stops, and he double dribbled.
Back in Hugo, number 3, Dequan Lennox.
Devontre McKendrick will check in for McAlester. Coming in for forehand. Again, the news so far when you're looking at fouls, Cole Allen has to sit for a majority of the first half because he had 3 fouls in the first quarter. He's got all the fouls for McAlester right now. And a guy that doesn't normally foul a lot. Cole Allen hardly ever gets into foul trouble. So McAlester not normally having to do without Cole Allen. Malachi Rice, though, has stepped up. He's leading the team in points right now for the Buffaloes. Down by 2 to Hugo, ranked in the top 15 in 3A. Pass high post, back out, top of the key. Jamarian Brown jump stops, 2 is up, over the hands of Rice, but missed shot, rebounded by Pickett. McKendrick now has it down the far sideline. The freshman dribbles high post, floater up from the free throw line. McKendrick straight down the chute. Ties up the game 13-all. 6:53 left in the half. McAlester pressing, double team, lobbing out. Davis down the far sideline, lobs to Jamarian Brown. Pass back high post in the paint, 2 is up, that one's good by LaMarcus Davis, and that gives Hugo the lead back 15-13. He's got 8 out of the 15 points for Hugo. Foul called on Hugo on the inbound over to Rice. That'll be on Amarian Maytubby. Only his first, team third. Both teams with 3 team fouls apiece. Caden Harris getting ready to check in for McAlester. As we have a travel on Devontre McKendrick, who jumped up in the air and came back down. I believe that assistant coach Mike Colbert thought that the ball was grabbed a little bit there once he came back down to the ground. I was just kind of seeing him explain things as Coach Holloman was speaking. I believe Coach Autry on the bench. Pass to the high post. Bounce pass, high bounce to the far corner. Driving in now is May Tubby. Gets it inside. 2-pointer up and good by Daquan Lennox. And it's 17-13. Hugo leading the McAlester Buffaloes. 6:12 left in the half. Evan Black beats the press with a pass over to the right wing to McKendrick. He takes the three. Paint it gold. Devontre McKendrick putting the tray in Devontre. Makes it 17-16.
Devontre McKendrick, just like that, has 5 points since coming into the game.
And just like that, McAlester down by only 1. Cross-court pass to the near corner. Brown with the ball, feeding it further into the corner over to Davis. Bounce pass back to Brown. Down low post, back outside Brown. Bounce pass right wing. May Tubby. Guarded up by McKendrick. Pass just past Woodmore. Back to the right wing. And we have a travel. Travel from the arc will give the Buffaloes of McAlester the ball back. I can't tell you how much I'm struggling to remember to say McAlester and Hugo.
You always do.
I mean, anybody in my shoes I feel like would do the same. Bounce pass far sideline, lobbing over to Rice. Rice driving in, off the right block. Rice, like it ain't a thing, gives McAlester a lead back, 18-17. We're trading punches.
Rice now with 8.
5:21 left in the half. Bounce pass left front court. Back near the circle, over to May Tubby. Feed it near corner. 3-pointer up by Brown. He got it. Rips the net to give Hugo a 20-18 lead. 5:10 left in the half. Black, far sideline, back over to Woodmore, back to Black. Across the half-court line, he dribbles. Stopped and double team. Passes inside the circle to Woodmore. Pass to man. Inside 3-point line to the left wing to Black. Black backpedals. Looking inside, no one's open. Around to the right wing, McKendrick. Between the rings. Woodmore directing McKendrick to go along the baseline as he dribbles right. Pass back to Black, straight away. Driving, behind the back, high post. Finds McKendrick, left wing, driving, floater up, and McKendrick too short. Offensive rebound by Black, but he has the ball stolen. Taken by May Tubby. May Tubby driving. He's going to miss the layup, and a foul called on a shot. I didn't think we had a shot back. I mean, I thought maybe the original one might have been a foul, but I didn't think Lennox ever had an attempt at a shot. I thought the ball was still loose, but they're going to give Lennox 2 free throws here. Team up by 2. Hugo is. First one for Lennox is in and out.
Now in for Hugo, number 20, Lorenzo King.
4:29 left in the half. Down low to rebound, Harris and Rice, McAllister's, I'd say, 2 tallest players, and they missed both of them. Rice with the rebound, but he throws it straight back over to Lennox. Lennox has his shot. No! A foul called on Rice. And I'll let you, if you're listening on radio, determine if that was a good call or not, according to McAlester fans. Taking that one about as gracefully as I thought they would.
The judges have spoken.
The judges have spoken. Lennox's free throw is good to make it 21-18. That's Rice's first personal. That was close. They have a better view than we do. I'm not going to say that was a bad call or anything, but boy, I thought he had the block.
I'll say we do have video evidence.
The second shot, good as well. Makes it 22-18. And we have a wet spot on the floor. So Hugo back to a 4-point lead. Every time that they've been able to get a 4-point lead here, McAlester has gone back and taken the lead. I'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors, Best Western and American, Fenton Nissan, WE Offered Propane, Freedom Ford, Caring Hands Healthcare, The Bank & Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, Pepsi Cola Company of McAlester, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, and Vickers Furniture. Boy, I thought that was a good block on Rice, too. Obviously, Brumley didn't like that. Inbound over to McKendrick. As McAlester tries to beat the press, they throw it over to Rice. They get it over to Rice, down inside, intercepted. Taking it away, number 20, Lorenzo King. Lobs it near corner, grabbing it's Benson. Back over to Lorenzo. In the circle, guarded up by McKendrick. Picks up his dribble in the circle, passing angle right. High post, long 2 up, missed it. Rebounded by Black. Black along the baseline to McKendrick. McKendrick bumped in the backcourt, Team foul number 4 here on Hugo. Devontre McKendrick has played a pretty good game. Right now, Coach Holloman giving him some words of wisdom. Wants McKendrick to do something differently on that play. 3:56 left to go in the first half. 22-18. Hugo leading McAlester. Inbound to McKendrick. Back to Woodmore. Woodmore to near the half-court line over to Rice. Feeding it to Black, who dribbles it down the near sideline, but lost the ball. Stolen by Shelton. Getting it ahead. 2 is up and good. And it's the largest lead of the game here for Hugo. Jamarian Brown makes it 24-18. Pass to Rice. Rice back to Woodmore. Zooms forward. Down the half-court. Down past half-court to the top of the key. Back pedals. Now dribbling around the front court, passing right wing to Black. Black looking inside for Harris. High post, 2 up by Rice, and he got another one. Malachi Rice playing his best basketball here at the end of the regular season. Had 27 last night, 10 tonight. Hugo up by 4, 3:10 left to go in the half. Pass half court line. Brown passing far corner. Long 3 from the corner is air ball, too strong. Offensive rebound, though. Left wing, Lorenzo King for 3. That one's too strong. Rebounded by Rice. Head over to Black. Black throwing it up for grabs, and it's just going to be picked off. Shelton with the ball, passing back far corner. Another chance at a 3. That one's short. Rebounded by Woodmore. Woodmore passing head over to Black. Left wing. Black pulls up for the J, and he got it. Buffaloes pull it back within 2 on about the 18-foot jumper there from Evan Black. 24-22, bounce pass, beating the press. Hugo, no they don't, they travel as soon as they get past half-court line. Garrett Pickett and Braden Bumpus checking in, Caden Harris and Evan Black checking out. 24-22, 2:29 left to go in the first half. Woodmore will inbound to Bumpus and dribble it left to right. 2-point deficit for McAlester. Bumpus across the half-court line, dribbles right, passing near corner to McKendrick. McKendrick passes to the circle. Woodmore, high post to Rice. Rice finds McKendrick. Good look. And McKendrick, nothing but net. Who needs a rim? Ties it up 24 all. And just like that, McKendrick has got a new career high. He's 3 of 3 from the field. Driving in. Euro step beauty. Nice shot by Jamarian Brown. Gives Hugo the lead back 26-24. Bumpus to Rice. Rice head over to Pickett. Pickett one-on-one. Yeah, traveled. Started his feet before he had a dribble. And now I'll give the ball back over to Hugo. I think Pickett right there got excited. He saw a one-on-one matchup. It's kind of like trying to make a catch in football before you trying to move before you make the catch. Kind of like what Garrett Pickett did right there. And Pickett immediately going to be charged with the foul there on the ensuing play. Team foul number 6 on McAlester. First personal on Pickett. 1:45 left in the half. Hugo up by 2. And by the way, McAlester hoping to keep it going here for the remainder of the half, but they've been able to keep it at a 2-point game despite not having their leading scorer for a majority of the first half. So even if they trail at the end of the first half, it's still a win, I think, right now. Right elbow 2 is going to be blocked by Bumpus and rebounded by Pickett. Pickett throws it straight back over to a Hugo Buffalo, though. Another turnover, McAlester again, the Achilles heel. Left front court, Brown. Forehand getting ready to check in. Pass along the half-court line to the right side. Maytubby on the drive, lost his footing. That's a travel that's not called. Wow, right block 2 made. That makes it 28-24.
I mean, there were about 5 steps there.
Yep. Near corner, McKendrick for 3. The freshman has a heat check. Misses the 3 that's going to be rebounded by Hugo. 4-point lead here for the Hugo Buffaloes. 53 seconds left in the half. In the backcourt still is Brown. Down the far sideline, double teamed. Passes far corner. 3-pointer up, and that one's back iron. High bounce, rebounded by Bumpus. 41 seconds left to go. Passing to the near corner. Bumpus was pushed. Woodmore saves it, but not before he throws it back over to Jamarian Brown. 31 seconds left in the half. Turnovers again being McAllister's main problem tonight. Left front court, Maytubby gets it near corner. As Hugo won the last shot. 4-point game, 15 seconds left in the half. McAllister doesn't want to foul, though, because if they foul, that's going to make it a 1-and-1 here Driving in, Brown lost the ball, and it hit him last. Great paint defense by the Buffaloes. About 3 white jerseys collapsed on Jamarian Brown and gives McAlester a chance here with 8.7 seconds left in the half. Down by 4. Inbound to Bumpus, back to Woodmore. Woodmore to Rice. Rice to Pickett, 4 seconds. Pickett, long 2. Pickett off the back iron. Offensive board by Rice, throws it up. Too hard off the left side of the glass. And that will send us to the second half. McAlester trailing 28-24 to the Hugo Buffaloes. We'll look at some halftime stats when we return right here on KNED.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAlester Pepsi is your total beverage provider. From bar needs to school concession stands, McAlester Pepsi has everything in between. Fountain, vending, coolers, and cups. McAlester Pepsi has you covered. 2019 and 2020 and 2022 awarded Bottler of the Year. McAlester Pepsi has taken the hometown service to the national level with all eyes in the Pepsi world on McAlester. They're watching and wondering what's next. Visit McAllisterPepsi.com for more information. Locally owned and operated since 1939.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is ready to make a deal. Check this out. Right now, Patriot is offering 1.9% financing for 72 months and $2,500 cash back on a brand new 23 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited. Here's a 2022 Ram Lone Star Bighorn 4x4 with up to $4,750 cash back and 1.9% APR for 72 months. The best deal on a new vehicle is always at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. Vickers Furniture is having a tax refund sale. If you're getting money back from the government, well, Vickers Furniture can help you spend it wisely. Vickers ordered new furniture back in the fall, and they need to sell what they have on the floor. So Vickers is offering up to 40% off select furniture and accessories. Reinvest your tax refund and save up to 40% right now at Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated. Both offer clean and comfortable rooms at a great price. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of McAlester Buffalo Sports, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. Remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American Inn Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
What's with the chips?
It's a little gift for my Valentine.
Not chocolates? What?
February is the perfect time to surprise your Valentine with a certified pre-owned Nissan.
Financing is as low as 3.99%
And comes with a 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Hey, don't eat those chips in my car.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at FentonNissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. Winter will be here before you know it, so call today, 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. The Hugo Buffaloes leading the McAlester Buffaloes 28-24 in an absolute battle here in the first half. It's now time to look at your halftime stats, brought to you by First Realty.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs, whether residential or commercial. First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
All right, Wyatt, take it away as we have another awesome performance over here at Bob Brumley.
All right, Malachi Rice has 10 points on the night on 71% shooting from the field. He also has 5 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 block from Malachi. Devontre McKendrick has 7 points tonight on 60% shooting from the field, 50% from beyond the arc. He also Cole Allen has 3 points tonight on 1 of 2 shooting, 50% from the field. Also a perfect 100% from the 3, but he has those 3 fouls again, so he's going to need to be careful going into the second half here. Also, Evan Black, he's shooting 50% from the field with 2 points. Jake Forehand, he is one of 3. He has 2 points tonight, and that's going to round out your scoring.
Looking at your team stats here.
McAlester Buffaloes, 11 of 24 from the field. That is good for 46%. Meanwhile, Hugo Buffaloes, they are at 12 of 30. That is good for 40%. McAlester Buffaloes are 2 of 6 from 3. That is good for 33%. Hugo is 2 of 10. That is good for 20%. Also, McAlester has yet to take a trip to the charity stripe. Hugo Buffaloes 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. That's good for 50%. And McAlester has 17 rebounds, 3 offensive boards, 14 defensive boards. Hugo with 10, 2 offensive boards, and 8 defensive boards. Also, McAlester with 2 steals. They are able to force 5 Hugo turnovers, but they do have 15 turnovers themselves. And also McAlester with 3 blocks to Hugo's none.
That's where McAllister's losing the game right now.
Yeah.
Is when it comes down to turnovers.
You got to clean that up and take better care of the ball.
Well, not just that, Hugo's taking extremely good care of the ball. McAllister's pressing. They've been delivering good presses. It just hasn't led to a lot of turnovers, only 5. And as for the other side of things, and you're looking at Hugo, I mean, 15 turnovers, that's pretty good. But to be only down by 4 despite having 15 turnovers in the half, and I want to get to this, without Cole Allen for like 12
it was the entire second quarter, right?
Yeah, the entire second quarter, and I'd say 12 minutes out of the 16 minutes of the first half.
Yeah.
You're without Cole Allen, your leading scorer on the season. Also, not just that, your leading three-point shooter, your leading rebounder, your leading blocks per game guy, and your leading steals per game guy.
That speaks volumes to the defense for the McAlester Buffaloes.
And people that have been stepping up like Devontre McKendrick and Malachi Rice once again. So this is what gives me a lot of optimism going into the second half. One, you're only down by 4, but you're only down by 4, and you get Cole Allen back.
Right.
Yep. The defense was able to hold it down. Now you get your big guy Cole Allen back and go out and score.
Yep. So any keys to the second half? We talk about what we're getting back, but obviously it's the turnovers. Anything else you guys want to see?
Nate?
Go ahead, Wyatt.
He sent it to you because he's like, he's done.
Yeah.
The meeting of the minds there, and we have a shared brain cell.
We just went right past each other.
Man, y'all just crossed over each other. That was an amazing moment. One of my favorite memories of Bob Brumley. That's really it. Turnovers,
yeah,
right?
Turnovers is the big thing, and keep the people who've stepped up. You want to see that going forward, not only today, but going into the regionals.
Yeah, because you're going to need a lot against Dell City. Dell City's one of the best teams in the state for a good reason.
Also, I got another key. Get to the charity stripe again. McAlester with no free throws in the first half.
Yeah, draw more fouls.
Wait, no free throws?
No free throws for McAlester in the first half.
I guess I just didn't register when I heard that.
Me neither. I was hearing him talk about all the stats. I said, oh, wow, that's crazy. But Hugo's only had 4, so we haven't had a lot of free throws by either team yet so far. So, again, 28-24, Hugo leading McAlester. We're about to have the second half begin in just a moment. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Best Western, American, Fenton Nissan, WE Offered Propane, Freedom Ford, Caring Hands Healthcare, The Bank and A, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, Pepsi Cola Company of McAlester, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, and Vickers Furniture. Let's hear from them now, and we'll be back here in just a moment on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
Reminder that we're simulcasting this game, so McAlester Radio gives you the best chance of always listening or watching McAlester basketball, football, and baseball. Home games are always video streamed, and away games are always on the radio. And by the way, all games are on the radio, so if you want to, if McAlester basketball, baseball, football is playing, then you can catch it on McAlester Radio. We're there for you. Again, you can listen on KNED 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, online at McAlsterRadio.com or on the KNED app. And you can also watch the home games and for football, the away games as well at McAlester Radio's YouTube channel. So, 28-24, Hugo leading McAlester. Cole Allen will not play for the beginning of the third quarter. Again, still playing with 3 fouls right now, so he's going to just buy a little bit more time while the game is still within 4 points. Again, McAlester did a great job of keeping it within 4 despite having their leading scorer on the bench for about 12 out of the 16 minutes in the first half. On the floor is Woodmore, McKendrick, as we have a travel in the front court by Hugo. That's a good way to start the second half for McAlester with the turnover for the Hugo Buffaloes. As I was saying, Woodmore, McKendrick, Black, Rice, and Caden Harris on the floor for McAlester. Now on the left side of the half-court line, again, down by 4 in this low-scoring affair, 28-24. Right wing, Woodmore, back pedals, now zooms forward, kicks it near corner. McKendrick traveled, and that stinks because he hit the 3. McKendrick's shot has been on tonight. That time he just took an extra step. McKendrick already with a career high, 7 points. As down the far sideline, Hugo now with the ball as we've traded turnovers. That was number 16 for McAlester on the night. High post, driving, getting inside. Rice denied it, and there's a travel. They were trying to get a pass over to the other side of the rim, and Rice said, "No soup for you." 28-24.
Stealing my reference.
Technically, you stole it from Seinfeld, so
Yeah.
sorry. Wyatt's a Seinfeld worshiper, so he takes that personally. Right wing, Woodmore with the ball. Down by 4 is McAlester. Rice standing on the right wing beyond the three-point line. Tries driving towards the rim. Floater, got it. Malachi Rice with 12 points, and he pulls McAlester back within 2. McAlester will press. Hugo's done a great job of breaking the press, and they all nearly didn't do it that time. Black with the near steal, but Hugo gets it back after it was tipped in the backcourt. Right front court with the ball. Marion Maytubby. They get it to the high post, back out to Maytubby, near corner. Thought about the 3. Trying to drive on Evan Black. Has to be forced back beyond the perimeter. Ball finds its way inside the perimeter. Left elbow jumper off the back iron and takes a bounce off the top of the backboard and fell in. What a bounce there for Hugo to make it 30-26. Hugo's going to press. Woodmore passes over to Black. Black left front court. Back to Woodmore inside the circle as McAlester breaks the press and Hugo settles in defensively. 4-point lead for Hugo. Screen by Harris. Left wing, Woodmore picks up his dribble to the right wing. McKendrick back to Woodmore. Top of the key. Harris. Push pass back to the left wing over to Black. Black hands it back off over to Woodmore, and they reset the offense. Coach Allman yelling out plays. Rice is going to go off the screen. Dribbles left, lobs it in for Rice. Rice grabs it. No, he didn't. It went through his hands, and it went out of bounds. Last touch by Rice. Hugo basketball. 4-point lead here for Hugo. Again, Buffalo's pressing. Pass to Davis, across that court line. Stopping, passing far corner, back to the left wing. Inside the paint, turnaround jumper. Can't get it. Rebounded by Rice. Near sideline over to Woodmore. Splits the defenders, lost the ball. Woodmore gathers it back. Now lost it again, stolen again. Brown with the ball. Brown driving, kicking near corner. Excuse me, now it's Brown to the right elbow. Inside the paint, floater, missed it. Rebounded by Harris. Harris head to Woodmore. Woodmore, 1-on-2, goes towards the rim, and he's fouled down inside the paint. Second team foul here on Hugo in the third quarter. Foul was on number 0, LaMarcus Davis. Woodmore will inbound. Lobs for Rice. Rice off the right block. Can't get the roll. Gets his own rebound. Can't get that shot either. A couple of shots wouldn't fall there for McAllister's Malachi Rice. Hugo with the board, other way. Still a 4-point game, 30-26. Bounce pass far corner to Brown. Back out left front court to Maytubby. 30-26. Maytubby driving. Hands it inside. It's going to come loose. Last touch by McAllister. Staying with Hugo along the baseline. Only 6 combined points between these two teams. Here in the third quarter, inbound low post, 2 up, and there's a foul on Rice. As DeQuan Lennox ended up taking a hack from Rice. It's only his second personal. As Lennox toes the line. Bends his knees. First shot for Lennox is good. Not a lot of arc to the free throw for Lennox, but straight down the chute. And it's back to tied for the largest lead of the game for Hugo at 5. This to have their largest lead. Got it. 32-26. McAllister down by 6. Hugo going to press. These two teams play very similarly. Presses often. Near sideline, Woodmore passing it back over to McKendrick. McKendrick floating it up. McKendrick can't get it. Rice offensive board, he can't get it. Another shot missed inside the paint. That's going to hurt McAllister later, possibly. Pass to the far corner. And it's hurting McAllister now. Inside the paint, bounce pass inside, can't handle it. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Hugo. Turnover on the Hugo Buffaloes. And Cole Allen will check in for the first time since about the 3-minute mark in the first quarter for the Buffaloes to be able to keep it within 6 points here, despite not having one of your best players on the floor. I'd say you're one of your top 3. Speaks wonders. Good job of McAllister to keep it within the 6-point deficit. 32-26, passing over to Allen, far corner. Allen drives in, bounce pass to Harris. Harris wide open off the left block, and it immediately results in 2 points. 32-28, 4:20 left in the third. Again, Allen's got to have to be careful. He is playing with 3 fouls. In the backcourt, dribbling across the half-court line, passing to the far corner. Brown driving in, 2 is up, and good. Hugo gets right back, 34-28. Woodmore passing back over to Allen. Allen, Rice at the circle. Rice lobbing back to Allen near corner. Allen fouled on his way towards the rim as he was trying to drive towards the paint. Fouls on number 2, Trevion King, only his first personal. Woodmore along the baseline will inbound, further towards the corner than he is towards the rim. Hugo has not used the timeout yet. They still have all 5. McAllister has 4. We have not had a timeout called since about the 6-minute mark in the first quarter. Woodmore, bounce passes inside over to Rice. Rice off the right block. Rice with another 2. And then we're trading punches again. McAllister within 4.
Rice up to 14 points.
In the backcourt, Lorenzo passes the near sideline to Brown. Brown back to Lorenzo. King across the half-court line to Brown. Right wing thought about the 3, guarded up by McKendrick. Lobbing high post, turnaround jumper from the right elbow is back ironed, rebounded by Woodmore. Woodmore taking it ahead, 2-on-2. Woodmore driving, layup, good! Woodmore the length of the court, 34-32. McAllister back down by 2. Near sideline, passing, almost stolen by Allen. Allen, be careful, to the far corner. Allen nearly fouled there. Double teamed, pass inside, floater up over Harris, misses the shot. Harris with the board, ahead over to Woodmore. Chance to tie, drives in, layup, got it! Cha-ching plus tax. Lewis Woodmore puts on for his city. This trip to the free throw line is the first one for McAllister today. It's brought to you by Big V Feed Center for all of your animals feeding needs. Visit us in McAllister, Kiowa, and Chakota. Go Buffs. Woodmore gives McAllister the lead with the free throw. They lead 35-34, 3 minutes left to go here in the third. Near sideline, McAllister on a 7-0 run. Left wing. Passes inside the paint. Back outside. Right wing. Gets McKendrick to jump. Now right wing three. Good job by McKendrick to get a hand back in his face. Woodmore with another rebound. Goes the length of the floor again, and he likes to drive. 37-34. Call Ryan Gosling. Remember that movie? No one? Okay. 2:30 left to go in the third. It's a cult classic. You should watch it. Not for kids, though. kind of bloody. Right wing. Jay King will be proud of me, I promise you that. He's a movie buff. High post, we're going to have a foul inside the paint, and it's going to give the Hugo Buffaloes the ball along the baseline.
Okay, while we've got a second, what movie?
It's Ryan Gosling. He's in a movie called Drive. Have you ever seen Baby Driver? It's a lot like Baby Driver.
Okay. No, I haven't seen either of them.
Okay, timeout called. Let's stop talking about movies, and let's talk about commercials. 37-34, McAlester leads. 2:17 left in the third here on KNED.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAlester Pepsi is your total beverage provider. From bar needs to school concession stands, McAlester Pepsi has everything in between. Fountain, vending, coolers, and cups. McAlester Pepsi has you covered. 2019 and 2020 and 2022 awarded Bottler of the Year. McAlester Pepsi has taken the hometown service to the national level with all eyes in the Pepsi world on McAlester. They're watching and wondering what's next. Visit McAllisterPepsi.com for more information. Locally owned and operated since 1939.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is ready to make a deal. Check this out. Right now, Patriot is offering 1.9% financing for 72 months and $2,500 cash back on a brand new 23 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited. Here's a 2022 Ram Lone Star Bighorn 4x4 with up to $4,750 cash back and 1.9% APR for 72 months. The best deal on a new vehicle is always at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. The
McAlester Buffaloes right now on a 9-0 run. Hugo, though, with the ball. 2:17 left in the third. McAlester leading 37-34 here in the final game from Bob Brumley Gymnasium for McAlester Basketball. Inbound, Hugo with the ball, left wing around the world to the far corner. Three for the tie, too strong. Rebounded by no one, goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Buffaloes of McAlester. Or no, a foul called first. It's going to be on McKendrick. How does he have 3 fouls? That snuck up on me. McKendrick with 3 fouls. And the official telling Allen and number 24, Quincy Shelton, wait till we blow the whistle. They'll get it at far corner. Around over to the left wing. Driving, getting it back far corner over to Brown. Feeding it left wing, Lorenzo King. Stops top the key, back pedals. Passing high post. Free throw runner is good. And Hugo is able to pull it back within one, 37-36. Hugo will press, past the half-court line, head over to McKendrick, far corner. Cross-court pass to Woodmore. Left wing, long three, in and out. Offensive board by Allen. Hands it back over to Woodmore. Woodmore double team, pass to the top of the key. Allen for 3. That one's in and out. Rebounded by Rice. Fading away, can't get the shot. And it'll be offensive board by Woodmore. You can thank Caden Harris. 39-36. 1:24 left to go in the third. Harris has got to tie his shoe. He saved that possession, and he had to have the front of his sneakers right next to that black line along the baseline. He kept that possession alive for Lewis Woodmore. Cross half-court line, bounce pass to the right wing. Stopping, thought about a long 2, feeds it inside. Turnaround jumper, shot blocked by Harris. Almost went back in. Ball goes out of bounds, touched by McAlester. 1:11 left in the third. Hugo with the ball under the basket. 3-point game, McAlester in the lead. Inbound low post and a foul called before the shot goes. It's going to be on Caden Harris. Team foul number 4 on McAlester. Garrett Pickett will check in. May not be a bad foul, though, because if he doesn't foul there, that's an easy 2.
Right.
And that's only Harris's first personal. The official is, he was getting ready to look at that right there. Pushes in. Here's a shot and a foul again. And this will be on Garrett Pickett. Pickett can't believe the call. Neither can, again, McAllister's fan base. Well, first off, there's a push-off down the low post. As the first free throw is going to be missed by Quincy Shelton. Straight off the back iron. Second shot by Shelton. Missed as well off the back iron again. Another offensive board, though. Brown inside. Cross-court pass. Near corner for the tie. Short. Rebounded by Rice. Rice head over to McKendrick. McKendrick double team. Pass head over to Woodmore. Woodmore to Pickett. Low post. He scores. Buffalo's up 41-36. 49 seconds left in the third. It's been all McAlester here. They've won the quarter by 8. Down the far sideline. Lennox feeding it ahead. Going up for 2. I don't know how he got that one to fall. Tip of the cap to Quincy Shelton over Malachi Rice to make it 41-38. Allen throws it straight to a Hugo Buffalo, but they step out of bounds going down the far sideline to give it back to McAlester. Evan Black will check in for Devontre McKendrick. 41-38. As it'll be Woodmore that will inbound in front of the Hugo bench on the right side of the half-court line. To the backcourt, Allen will have it and dribble right to left. Stops inside the circle. Passing high post, Rice. Rice back out to Black, left wing. Woodmore between the rings. Standing on that green line, backpedals into the circle. Tries driving, and he's going to be grabbed on his way towards the rim. Never shot the ball, so that's going to be foul number 4 here on Hugo. Second personal on Flint's. Officials having Shelton tucking his jersey for now. And Rice does so as well. He's like, that's my cue. Inbound left wing, spot up 3 for Allen. That one won't take a Buffalo bounce. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hugo. That one was close. I thought that one might have been off Pickett. But McAlester will take it. 9 seconds left in the third. Woodmore will inbound left of the glass. Lobs it for Rice in midair. Can't get it. And yeah, that's a foul. It's going to be on. Oh, is it going to be on Hugo? It will be on Hugo. I thought that one might be on Pickett. Jamarian Brown gets charged with a foul. His second personal. Again, I thought Pickett was kind of making some contact too, but McAlester will take it. Allen, bounce pass, far corner. Stripped and stolen. Hugo, though, throws it out of bounds. With 4 seconds left in the third. We're just kind of playing around the baseline right now. Now right at the glass. Allen will inbound. Buffs up of McAlester by 3. Allen lobs it over to Black. 3 seconds. Black back out, top of the key. Woodmore's got to get rid of it. They don't do it. And we head to the fourth quarter with McAlester leading 41-38. We forgot how much time was on the clock there, but it's okay. McAlester leading by 3. They win the quarter by 7. We'll take a timeout and be back here in a moment on KNED.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
The McAlester Buffaloes leading 41-38 after winning the third quarter by 7 points. If they can win the fourth, they'll take a 3-game winning streak into regionals against Del City. Woodmore on the floor with Cole Allen, Evan Black, Malachi Rice, and Garrett Pickett. It's 41-38, McAlester in the lead. Woodmore will run point in the backcourt as he crosses the half-court line in the circle. Passing right over to Allen. Allen inside over to Rice. Rice has the angle. He's fouled and one. Malachi Rice shakes his head, saying they don't want me.
Rice with 16.
This trip to the charity stripe brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For all of your animals feeding needs, visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Chakotah. Go Buffs. This is the largest lead of the game for McAlester.
Looks like we got another wet spot on the floor.
Cleaning it up down in the low post. Around that right block. We have 3 towels getting the job done, and I love the technique by the second official that came in. 1 towel on each foot and just...
I mean, that's the way to do it.
Doing the shuffle. I like it.
Maybe I should start mopping that way.
You start mopping that way?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. $1 billion idea. Mop shoes.
Okay.
Mop shoes. If someone makes that and they actually get rich off of it, I'm going to be so mad. What's going on? Okay, now they're talking over to Rice. I think Rice might have got...
He get cut?
He's looking at his shorts. And Coach Holloman is going to call a timeout as Rice takes off sprinting to the locker room. We'll take a timeout. He'll get... I guess he got a cut. They're going to get him cleaned up real quick. 43-38, McAlester leading. We'll take it here on KNED.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAlester Pepsi is your total beverage provider. From bar needs to school concession stands, McAlester Pepsi has everything in between. Fountain, vending, coolers, and cups. McAlester Pepsi has you covered. 2019 and 2020 and 2022 awarded Bottler of the Year. McAlester Pepsi has taken the hometown service to the national level with all eyes in the Pepsi world on McAlester. They're watching and wondering what's next. Visit McAllisterPepsi.com for more information. Locally owned and operated since 1939.
So they bought Malachi Rice as much time as they could. They couldn't get him cleaned up at the time. He had to have a cut on his... Here comes Malachi, but he already subbed in. I don't think he can sub back in right away. Again, they got him... There's had to be a cut on him as Caden Harris has to check in for him to take his free throw for the N1. Harris sinks it down the middle. To put things in perspective there, that was Caden Harris's second made free throw of the year. And they're trying to get Malachi to check back in for Harris.
But the officials are absolutely not allowed.
Well, Rice wasn't by the scores table. He was trying to come straight from the bench onto the floor. So Harris makes the N1 for Rice to make it 44-38, largest lead of the game for McAlester at 6 points. Bounce pass, losing the ball, getting it back out, top of the key. Coach Holloman wanted to travel. Long three is going to be short. Pushing the back of Pickett, but it doesn't matter. Rebounded by Woodmore. 1-on-3, towards the rim, lost the ball himself. Stripped loose by Hugo, staying with McAlester. And now, Malachi Rice will check in. In for Caden Harris. Woodmore looks, lobs to Black. Black takes the top of the key. Drives in, lost the ball on the way up, hits the glass, rebounded by, well, it's not rebounded, it's stolen by Hugo. Driving in, 2 is up, great shot by number 1, Jamarian Brown, to pull it back within 4 for Hugo. 7:16 left to go in the game. Black down the far sideline after a pass from Allen. Stops on a dime, lost the ball, gathers it back, passing back to Woodmore. Woodmore lost the ball, he's bumped, taken back by Pickett. Pickett's grabbed up, and that's a foul called. And that's going to be foul number 7 here on Hugo. To the line goes Garrett Pickett. Since we had no free throws in the first half from McAlester, this trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center for all of your animals feeding needs. Visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Chakotah. Go Buffs. Free throw is going to be so important here in the fourth quarter. Pickett on the year only shooting 38% from the line, but he leads the team in field goal percentage at 60%. Pickett's free throw is nothing but net. McAlester back up 45-40. Pickett now with 3 points. On the year, averaging 3.4. Jim goes quiet. Second shot, Pickett, another minute. 2 of 2 from the line goes Garrett Pickett, and McAlester gets those 2 points back, 46-40. And there's a travel. Coach Holman, you heard him before anybody. He was like, whoa, and that led to that turnover. McAlester basketball, and the student section has been livid all night long. Woodmore along the baseline, right of the glass, tucks in his jersey. McAlester up by 6. Passes far corner. Black looks inside over to Woodmore. Woodmore double team, lost the ball, stolen. Grabbing it is Travion King, passing far sideline, and working it down will be Jamarian Brown. Brown driving towards the rim. He'll be fouled on the shot. Brown to the free throw line. Malachi Rice wanted to travel. Fouls on Pickett, his 3rd personal. Team foul number 6 on McAlester. One more will send Hugo to the line for the remainder of the night. McAlester already in the bonus. So Brown at the line for 2 here. First one made. What is Hugo at the line so far tonight?
They are 5 of 9.
That's good for 56%. Brown's second free throw, he's perfect. And he pulls Hugo back within 4. Allen inbounds to Woodmore. Woodmore to Allen. Allen bounce pass to Black. Black down the far sideline. Will be fouled down the line, and he'll go to the line. Coach Darnell Shanklin not happy. But Evan Black at the line for a 1-and-1. Evan Black on the year 2 of 6 from the line. Again, trip to the charity stripe brought to you by Big V Feed Center for all of your animals feeding needs. Visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Chakotah. Go Buffs. Evan Black takes a deep breath. His attempt, short. Ball's on the deck, rebounded by Hugo. 4-point lead for McAlester. Brown kicks the far corner. Driving baseline, high post, up for 2. Shelton got it. Great shot by Quincy Shelton. It pulls Hugo within 2. Woodmore to Allen. Hugo pressing. Allen ahead over to Rice. Rice dribbling towards the rim. Bounce pass over to Pickett. Pickett low post. Can't get it to go. Ball's out of bounds. Last touched Hugo. Boy, these last 6 minutes and 12 seconds may feel like an eternity. Caden Harris will check in for Garrett Pickett. Woodmore lobs that over to Black. Hands it off to Woodmore. The senior inside the circle. Clock is not started. Clock needs to start. Clock still hasn't started. Allen, floater up. He can't get the bounce. Rebounded by Hugo. The clock needs to start. There we go. Throwing it ahead and sailing it too far. Out of bounds near the Hugo cheerleaders.
I'll take it.
6:06 remaining. Hugo will keep pressing. Woodmore with the ball. To Black. Back to Woodmore. Woodmore lobs, tip pass, and stolen by Hugo in the backcourt. They drive in for the tie. Got it. 46-46. 5:50 remaining. Woodmore bounce pass to Black down the far sideline. Black, high post, travel first. Another turnover on the McAlester Buffaloes. And Devontre McKendrick will check in for Evan Black. McAlester with 24 turnovers tonight. They had 27 in a double-digit win last night. And right now they find themselves in a tie game with a top 15 team. Top of the key pass in near corner. Stopping, taking the 3 for the lead, and Hugo has come alive. They're on a 7-0 run. With the 3, Quincy Shelton, he's got 14 points. As we have another steal. Davis, jump stop, in for 2. Left it short, put back, no good. Offensive board, put back, that time it's good. 51-46. Malachi Rice is begging for a foul as he's getting pushed by half court. Woodmore throws it, grabbing it as McKendrick has had to climb the ladder. Near the circle, McAlester down by 5. Driving, Woodmore towards the rim. 2 is up. No good. Block shot by Hugo. And it's now the Hugo Buffaloes in control. High post. Down, bounce pass. Baseline. Hugo slowing things down. Back into the circle to Maytubby. Maytubby dribbling towards the left wing. Hands it off to Lorenzo King. Top of the key, bounce pass back to Lorenzo. They slow things down mightily. 51-46. Bounce pass. Shelton lobs it. Baseline. Double team. Back outside. Far corner 3 is in and out. Rebounded by McKendrick along the baseline. Being grabbed. There's a foul. And so now McKendrick going to the line for a 1-and-1 here. On the other side. Second personal on Marion Maytubby. Garrett Pickett and Jake Forehand will check in. Well, Forehand's going to come in for McKendrick. If he makes his first free throw and then, of course, makes a second. He's got to make a first one to get to that second here with the 1-and-1. McAlester down by 5. The southpaw eyes the rim, bends the knee, shot up, got the first free throw. Down to a 4-point deficit for McAlester.
Back here with Hugo, number 1.
To make it a one-possession game, and McKendrick can sink it, and if he does so, Forehand checks in. McKendrick with 8 points tonight. Getting a new career high for the freshman. And now he's got 9. Makes both free throws, pulls McAlester within 3. Jake Forehand checks in for McKendrick. 51-48. McAlester down to Hugo. McAlester will press. 4 men in the backcourt. In the corner, throws it straight to Forehand. Forehand takes a bounce, and he's going to be fouled on the shot. Jake Forehand going to the line for 2 attempts here. Threw it straight to the corner, 1-on-1 there, and they threw it directly to Jake Forehand for the steal. He gets 2 attempts here. Here on senior night, the crowd goes quiet, and his shot in the air is in and out. Still a 3-point game. McAllister's done well at the line so far tonight, though. But they need to be solid here in the fourth quarter.
They are 6 of 8 from the line tonight, McAlester is.
That's only their second miss, obviously. Forehand hits the second free throw, and McAlester has pulled it within 2. In the backcourt, passing over to Brown. Bounce pass, low post, 2 up, and they get those 2 back. LaMarcus Davis, he's got 14, 53-49. Woodmore driving in, 2 is up, and he got it back. Woodmore with 11, and McAlester has made it 53-51. In the backcourt, lobbing, far sideline, and a foul called, and this will be foul number 7 on McAlester. To the free throw line, Hugo goes. And it's Jamarian Brown. McAlester doesn't like that call, but that's the correct call. Pickett with too much contact. That's his 4th one, by the way. 1 missed free throw keeps us at a 1-possession game. First shot of the 1-and-1 is made. And it's 54-51. We're going to be having, I feel like, a lot of free throws here in the final 3:50. Second shot by Brown. Another net. Back to a 4-point game. Brown with 15 points, 55-51. Both teams are relentlessly pressing. Both teams in a bonus. McAlester in the double bonus. They have not stopped, and we have another foul. Or what happened?
What?
Way off ball. We had a referee point at somebody up against the floor. And they're telling videographers and photographers that they can't be along the baseline. For the first time, this year, for the first time I've been here, they're telling them that they can't be there.
What?
They've been there all game. I wonder if something was said or something, but that's strange. Haven't seen that before. Passing to the top of the key, Allen. Step back, offensive foul on Allen. Pushed off. That'll be his 4th foul. And give Hugo the ball back in a 4-point game. Hugo up. I can't believe that they made, the photographers have always been in those spots.
I've been in that spot before.
We were a part of Buff TV before. They've never said that you can't be there, as we have a layup on the other side that's made by Daquan Lennox. And back to a tie for the largest lead of the game for Hugo at 6 points, 57-51. Forehand right wing, double teamed, lobs it up for Pickett. Pickett grabs it. No, he doesn't. Lost it again. Stolen by Hugo. Too many turnovers from McAlester in this game, and if they do lose this one, they can point at the stat. Down the far sideline, bounce pass along that sideline to the corner. Lob left elbow, bounce pass back outside. Dribbles top of the key over to Brown. Back pedals near the line. Brown pass forehand. Drives in, stops. Block shot by Rice. Get it out of here. Forehand's got the rebound. Forehand, the length of the floor. Lost it. Goes out of bounds. Last stripped by Hugo. 2:49 left in the game.
Back in Hugo, number 2.
McAlester down by 6, 57-51. I'd like to know, if they're saying it's because of safety reasons, I understand, but that's something that maybe you should establish before the game starts.
Well, last night in Brumley's, something strange was going to happen.
Pickett got the inbound, can't make the shot off the right block, and McAlster's shot's gone cold. Going the other way, coast to coast, shot blocked by Allen. He's got his own rebound. The top of the key, pulls up, straight away 3, painted gold! Cole Allen! We're not worthy! He's only got 6 points, but that 3 pulls McAlester back within the possession. Inside, good move, that's a travel though. I thought he took about 3 hops right there, and that will give Hugo 2 points back to make it 59-54. In the backcourt, Rice. Passes over to forehand. They're going to call a backcourt violation.
Folks, he was not over that line.
It depends on when he was crossing it, I guess. Forehand grabbed it clearly in the front court. But they're going to say, I guess he was crossing half court as he touched the ball.
Or are they going to talk about it?
No. One of the officials talking to Woodmore. That's a turnover.
Coach Holtman is not happy, and I do not blame him.
He's not happy either. Like I said, it depends on where. That's a travel.
Okay.
That was a travel, like 3 steps taken there, and a shot made by number 24, Quincy Shelton. There was a missed travel as he grabbed it along that court line and took 2 steps forward towards the line. Bad missed travel gives Hugo a 61-54 lead with 1:59 left to go in the game. We'll take a break here on KNE.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAlester Pepsi is your total beverage provider. From bar needs to school concession stands, McAlester Pepsi has everything in between. Fountain, vending, coolers, and cups. McAlester Pepsi has you covered. 2019 and 2020 and 2022 awarded Bottler of the Year. McAlester Pepsi has taken the hometown service to the national level with all eyes in the Pepsi world on McAlester. They're watching and wondering what's next. Visit McAllisterPepsi.com for more information. Locally owned and operated since 1939.
1:59 left in the game, 61-54. Hugo maybe on the receiving end of a couple of crucial calls here in the end. A questionable backcourt violation on McAlester, and then a questionable no call on a travel near the half-court line has given them a 7-point lead, their largest of the game. Near corner, forehand, passing between the rings over to Allen, and there's going to be an offensive foul called on McAlester. And when it rains, it pours.
That was a simple screen.
Yeah, that's just a moving. I think it was a moving screen on Harris, but he's had.
I've seen more than a few of those.
I've seen, yeah. That's why I say 2. Evan Black comes in for Caden Harris. I mean, it is the correct call, but he's been doing, and that's what Harris is trying to tell Cody Autry right now. Coach Autry is that I've been doing that tonight, and that's the first time it's been called. Across the half-court line, 61-54, 140 left in the game. The top of the key, behind the back, dribbles back towards the circle. And right now, Hugo playing a little bit of keep away. He stepped on the line. That's a backcourt violation. If that wasn't going to be called, oh, you might have seen some McAlester fans rain down heck fire. 61-54.
Oh, my goodness.
7-point lead for Hugo. Forehand across the half-court line. Stops on a dime to the top of the key. He passes over to Rice between the rings. Rice passes it to Woodmore. Works off a screen. Top of the key. 3 off the back iron. No one down low to rebound but Hugo players. And they throw it to a wide open man. No one was back down to defend, and it's a ferocious dunk by Daquan Lennox to make it 63-54 and a 9-point lead, and Hugo is starting to run away with it. McAlester student section.
Oh, we got technical.
We got a technical foul.
Did he hang on the rim?
He didn't hang on the rim. He must have said something after he got done dunking. At least if they call that for him hanging on the rim, it's a bad call. Obviously, I don't think he did that. He had to have said something after he got done dunking. But Allen will now get 2 free throws to try to get those points back and also get the ball back. On the bench.
Hugo bench.
So Daquan Lennox is looking over at his bench like, guys, what you doing? But Hugo is pumped up right now for good reason. They're up by 9. Allen will need these couple free throws to keep McAlester in it. Makes the first one. 63-55. Second free throw, good as well. So it's back to a 7-point game. So that dunk, essentially, even though it was a great dunk there by Lennox, doesn't happen with the 2 free throws by Allen and McAlester getting the ball back. Forehand across the half-court line, 7-point game. Top of the key, Allen stops, high post, 2 up, got it! He wanted the foul too, but how did he make the shot? It's a 5-point game. Lost the ball, Allen got it back. Hugo gets it back far corner. And a timeout called by Hugo with 45 seconds left, 63-58. Oh, we almost had pandemonium. Allen close to another steal, and he was right by the basket to maybe put it in to make it a 1-possession game. We'll take a quick 30-second break and be back here in McAlester.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is ready to make a deal. Check this out. Right now, Patriot is offering 1.9% financing for 72 months and $2,500 cash back on a brand new 23 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited. Here's a 2022 Ram Lone Star Bighorn 4x4 with up to $4,750 cash back and 1.9% APR for 72 months. The best deal on a new vehicle is always at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester.
63-58. Hugo is leading McAlester here with 45 seconds left in the game. We had a near steal by Cole Allen. He hit a tough 2 off the left elbow, nearly getting the and 1. He almost had a steal down off of the press, and if he would have made the shot, well, he didn't secure the steal at first. Could have made it a 1-possession game, but it's 63-58. Do we have a memory in the making here at Bob Brumley Gymnasium? We have 45 seconds to find out. Can they complete the comeback? It's going to be a big one if they can. 5-point deficit for McAlester.
I mean, we've seen crazier.
A week ago. Lobbing, grabbing it in stride, throwing it ahead to the far corner. Hugo's going to hold it for a moment. And a foul called on Woodmore. And McAlester fans, I don't think it's the case, but McAlester fans think that number 2, Travion King, just fell over. But anytime that you see Woodmore, again, he's trying to foul there.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
He's trying to foul
even though
there.
he did kind of oversell it.
He sold it, but again, that is a foul on Lewis Woodmore. 2 free throw shots here. First one missed. Forehand, thought there was only one bonus here. But a second free throw coming up for Travion King. Missed the first free throw, 40 seconds left. No one down low to rebound. Missed them both. Rebounded by Rice to Allen. Allen ahead over to Black. Almost stolen. Black takes it right wing. Cross-court pass into traffic, stolen again. And a foul called on forehand, which will send number 3 Daquan Lennox to the line. It's just been the story of the night for McAlester. Too many turnovers when they need chances to tie or preserve their lead. On the night tonight, McAlester has now gotten to 30 turnovers.
30, yes.
18 steals for Hugo. Lennox 2 shots, first one, good. Still a 2-possession game, 64-58. McAlester Buffaloes have 30 turnovers on this game, but they averaged 15 last season. It's just been a problem here in 2022 and 2023. It's a 3-possession game as Lennox hits the free throw. Allen, near corner, Woodmore needs this 3 off the back iron. Rebounded by Hugo, and that might be it. As we have a push along the baseline, that should probably do it. 21 seconds left in the game. 7-point game, 2 more free throws coming up here for the Hugo Buffaloes. But no matter what, save the turnovers, McAlester is playing fantastic basketball going into the regional tournament. They have played 3 good teams, well, 2 of them winning and then another one to the final seconds as the first shot is made by Jamarian Brown. Second free throw coming up, off the back iron, rebounded by Forehand. Forehand takes it to the top of the key, takes a 3, can't bank it in. Rebounded by Hugo, and that will do it. McAlester leaves him alone. Oh, late whistle coming in there. That's going to be a foul on Rice. But that's going to be it. McAlster's going to fall here in the final game of Bob Brumley Gymnasium. But they were trading punches back and forth for a majority of it, and gotta love the spirit from the McAlester fan base. Down by 8 with the game in hand. Hear this. Jamarian Brown hits the first free throw. This to make it a 10-point game, but if you look at the final score in this one, it's not going to be a 10-point loss. He misses it anyway. It's a much closer game than it is. Far corner, Allen takes the 3, rims out, offensive board. 2-handed dunk by Malachi Rice at the buzzer. And the final score, 67-60. The Hugo Buffaloes take down the McAlester Buffaloes. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we will have our final thoughts on this game and also our final thoughts on Bob Brumley Gymnasium and all the memories he's hosted for us over the years. Again, final, Hugo beats McAlester 67-60 here on KNED.
Best Western Inn and American Inn Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated. Both offer clean and comfortable rooms at a great price. Best Western Inn and American Inn are proud sponsors of McAlester Buffalo Sports, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. Remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American Inn Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
What's with the chips?
It's a little gift for my Valentine.
Not chocolates? What?
February is the perfect time to surprise your Valentine with a certified pre-owned Nissan.
Financing is as low as 3.99%
and comes with a 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Hey, don't eat those chips in my car.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. Winter will be here before you know it, so call today, 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
McAlester. Oh, sorry, we just got it live on YouTube. For our final score from the final game at Bob Brumley Gymnasium, the boys fall to the Hugo Buffaloes 67-60. And that was more of like a 2-point game. If you're wanting to know how close it was, maybe 2 to 4 point game. Hugo pulled away in the end. McAlester, too many turnovers. Again, I know that a lot of McAlester fans, and there were questionable calls. Nate, you were one of the first people to point them out. But at the same time,
I call him like I see him.
Nate, you're the camera operator. Anyway.
I call him like I see him, no matter where I am.
Even when you have calls that might be questionable, when you have 30 turnovers in the game, it's hard to win.
Oh, yeah.
Especially against a top 15 team in 3A. And the Buffaloes, they have that to improve on. But I'm telling you, man, they have just been that step of their game away from being a really good team. I mean, I was talking about this with Wyatt off the air not too long ago. Man, if you just take away 5 turnovers per game on the year, you're looking at McAlester being, I mean, possibly at least a top 8 team in the West, since we're in the West here, would be a top 8 team in the West, but and a totally different record. But again, McAllister's turnover bug has hurt them a lot. They had 30 tonight and ended up leading to a 7-point loss. But again, there's always bright sides to it. Despite having 30 turnovers, you brought a top 15 team down to the wire.
Yeah.
So that means you're doing a lot right with one little thing wrong. And also good news, you have almost 2 full weeks to go ahead and prepare for the second toughest test that you're going to face yet this year. Your toughest test has been Carl Albert. This is your second toughest test. You're going to be facing Del City next week in Del City. So we'll see what the Buffaloes, how they respond.
One thing you didn't mention, like at the end of the game, we were still without Adonis.
Yeah. Again, Adonis, he suited up tonight. Again, didn't think he was going to play. He suited up last night as well, but didn't play. Went through warm-ups, was there with his team. But, yeah, that we mentioned that early in the broadcast. That's a big reason why you've had a lot of turnovers also, is when you're without your starting point guard on the season.
Right, he's the one you turn to take care of the ball.
Well, it's just also another ball handler there for McAlester that can take care that can take care of it.
Right.
I mean, you have Lewis Woodmore that has done a great job this season, obviously. He won it for McAlester a couple of days ago, has a great 3 stretch of games. But when you have another option there as well with Adonis Solomon and Lewis Woodmore, I mean, wouldn't you rather have both of them than one?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's a big reason why turnovers have been a thing. But at the same time, McAlester doesn't – I know that Coach Holloman's not going to make any excuses. He's going to get his team ready. He's going to have them fight, and he's going to get them ready for Dell City. That's going to be next Friday at 7:30. And that game's going to be on the radio side of things for us. But we encourage everyone to make the trip out west and cheer on your Buffaloes because they've fought hard over the last 3 games. They had a great 3-game stretch to end the regular season, beating a top 15 team in 4A. It's only lost 2 games since December 16th in Ada. Then they beat Durant in dominant fashion. It was the score is actually, which was an 11-point win for McAlester last night, is actually, it should have been the 25-point game, how bad they beat Durant last night. And they were leading Hugo by 4 going into the 4th quarter, despite having a lot of turnovers. So this team is playing really good basketball. If they take care of the ball going into the game against Dell City, and if they have say they have the season low in turnovers, you could see a major upset. You really could. They're playing that well, but you have to have a lot of things go right. But for one game, you got to be better than them. Who's to say it can't be next Friday? Let's go ahead and look at our players of the game for this one, though, as McAlester again falls 67-60 to Hugo. Players of the game brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town McAlester. They have numerous flavors and colors of scrumptious kettle corn, perfect for sporting events, movie night, and special occasions.
Well, Malachi Rice finished off the night with 18 points on 56% shooting. He also had 12 rebounds, 1 steal, and 3 blocks for Malachi. Cole Rice had 10 points tonight on 38.
Cole Rice?
Cole Allen.
Who's Cole Rice? You tired?
Yeah, Cole Allen shot 38% and had 10 points on the night. Lewis Woodmore had 9 points on 36% shooting. He also had 5 boards. Devontre McKendrick had 9 points tonight on 50% shooting, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Caden Harris had 5 points tonight on 67% shooting, and he also had 3 boards. Garrett Pickett had 4 points tonight on 1 of 4 shooting, also 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Garrett Pickett had 5 rebounds. Jake Forehand had 3 points tonight on 25% shooting, shot 50% for the charity stripe. He also had 4 rebounds and 2 steals. Evan Black had 2 points tonight on 1 of 3 shooting. That is good for 33%. He also had 2 rebounds. And that's going to round out your scoring.
Looking at your team stats.
Your McAlester Buffaloes, they shot 24 of 55 from the field. That is good for 44%. Meanwhile, Hugo Buffaloes, 26 of 57. That is good for 46%. So only a 2% difference there. Also, McAlester Buffaloes, they are 3 of 14 from beyond the arc. That is good for 21%. Hugo Buffaloes, 3 of 16. That is good for 19%.
Neither team really shooting all that well from 3 tonight.
Also, McAlester Buffaloes from the charity stripe, 9 of 11. That is good for 82%. Hugo Buffaloes, 12 of 20. That is good for 60%. McAlester Buffaloes with 9 offensive boards. Hugo with 5 offensive boards. McAlester had 26 defensive boards. Hugo with 17. Also, McAlester had 3 steals. They were able to force 14 turnovers, but again, they had 30 themselves tonight. Also, McAlester with 7 blocks to Hugo's 1.
So, again, they did a lot of things right, but again, just it seemed like one stat just buried them. And if they can clean that up, they win the game.
Yeah.
So they're going to work on that. I know that they have, what is that now, 9 days to get ready for, 8 days to 10 days. Math is hard. 10 days to get ready for Dell City. That's going to be next Friday. So I'm excited to see how they do. Girls, fantastic tonight. Great bounce-back game. Ended up winning in dominant fashion over the Hugo Lady Buffaloes. 20-point win, 72-52. Final thoughts on them before they go to Sepulpa next Thursday?
Just play like you did today, and you have a chance to get out of their regional champs.
And that's saying a lot with Sepulpa being the #1 team in the East. And the East is stacked. I've been wanting to say this. The top 11 teams, if you look past the first 4 teams in the West, the top 11 teams, any team 1 through 11 can beat anyone from 5 down in the West.
Yep.
The East is just stacked. It's insane how good the East is right now. But McAlester right in the thick of it also. And like I said, if you play like you've been playing 3-4 out of your last 5 games, you have a chance to come out of Sepulpa actually being regional champions.
Yeah, but obviously Coach Owen's just going to focus on Coweta for now.
That's right. Number 9, Coweta. Number 8, McAlester in the East.
Because that's all you have to worry about.
You have to take it one game at a time.
Well, your season's on the line. If you don't win, season over. If you win, you get to go to the regional championship and the area tournament at least.
Right.
Wyatt, final thoughts for the girls?
Well, like I said, they're going into the playoffs now really hot. Just keep on doing what you're doing. And, the only time they've really struggled is whenever they've gone on those long scoring droughts. So as long as they continue to get their shot to fall and stay hot, I think they'll do good.
Oh, if they have their shot falling, they're a dangerous team and one of the best in the state. If they can get their shot to fall, it's the times when it's not falling when you start to worry about it. Well, that's any team really, but when McAllister's shot is falling, they are immediately a top 5 team in the East.
I would say top 5 team in the state, but that's me.
So again, that's going to do it for McAlester Buffaloes and the Lady Buffaloes. Now we speak on the house on the hill, Bob Brumley Gymnasium. It's the final time that we're going to be walking from this little booth right here. Again, a lot of memories, a lot of decades in this gym. Last game from McAlester Basketball to call this place home. Few memories, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. We'll start over with Nate and make its way back over here.
Oh man, I mean, where do we even begin? I mean, I remember our first game that we called in here, Brandon, was against this same Hugo team.
That's right.
And I'm not really sure exactly how those games ended, but I just remember how excited I was to actually get to do this job. And really, that's probably my favorite memory.
Just getting started to be able to call a game from inside this gym with the hometown team being your hometown crowd for the fan base.
Exactly.
I agree with that. Wyatt?
I'd say my most exciting moment that I remember in recent memory, it happened this season, was whenever...
Dodgeball champions, right?
That too. That too.
We'll talk about that in a moment. Yeah, sorry.
Well, Cole Allen, against Broken Bow in this gym, he hit a game-tying 3 to send us into overtime, and that was ecstatic. Crowd went wild.
I've got 2. Well, I've got 3, apparently.
And
now being dodgeball champions.
Also, I want to talk about what happened here last week.
Well, he's taking care of one of them.
Povtak. Lewis Woodmore with that buzzer beater to win the game. Really, those are the 2 that really stick out in my mind.
That was probably the loudest I've ever heard this gym.
It got pretty loud. It was pretty exciting. And then for me, one, it was pretty cool playing dodgeball in this gym for a few. And we, as old men, played dodgeball, and if anyone didn't hear, we won the whole darn thing. They tried to get us to throw the dodgeball championship.
It's no big thing.
It's no big thing. Just 26-year-olds beating up on 15-year-olds.
And I bet you didn't move the day after.
I did not move the day after. I stayed in bed all day. I'm still hurting. Anyway, no, my favorite memory, I think, is, to summarize it, if you're looking at one specific memory, it's the first year. First year being able to, it's all surreal. You're calling for your alma mater. And when you have a game as big as Idabel, and again, Idabel was rolling, top 7 team in the state. McAlester dealt with injuries all year that year. They go in, a block shot by Ryan Kelly sends McAlester to overtime. Hayden Souther hits a far corner 3 with 2 seconds left to take down a top 7 team in the state. And that was loud. That was one of the most exciting moments. Madigan Griffith tonight was another awesome moment. Dylan Patel with his corner 3 at the buzzer against Durant.
You're not going to let me live that down.
No, I love all those memories. It's like trying to pick a favorite child. And it's going to be sad to tell Bob Brumley Gymnasium goodbye. I even have Diana Buck telling us last time. It's going to be weird, man. We're going to be leaving these doors, and we're going to be calling the MAC our home for the future. So, but it's going to be amazing. It's not going to be the same, but it's going to be amazing in its own right, and we can't wait to
make all new memories there.
That's right. Couldn't have put it better myself. So, again, thank you to Bob Brumley Gymnasium for all that you've done for us over the years, and to everyone who's built McAlester Basketball to what they are. And so I have people trying to talk to me. I'm still on the air right now. But we want to say
so long, old friend.
Yeah, so long, old friend is pretty much wrapping it all up right there. I'm trying to conclude, but I don't know how to conclude. So let's just go ahead and thank our sponsors, and we'll call it a night from the old house on the hill.
Our sponsors are Best Western American, Fenton Nissan, WE Off Propane, Freedom Ford, Caring Hands Healthcare Centers, The Bank N.A., Buck Wilson, Frame Body Shop, Pepsi Cola of McAlester, Patriot, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Vickers Furniture. Thank you guys so much for putting us on the air, not only tonight, but all season long. We couldn't do it without you.
Big thank you to our senior board operator, Austin Wheat, for his work tonight, as well as Nate Brown as our cameraman and video board operator. One final time from historic Bob Brumley Gymnasium, the House on the Hill in McAlester, Oklahoma. The Buffaloes fell 67-60, but the McAlester Lady Buffaloes took home the win 72-52. Until next week, when McAlester Basketball plays in their regional matchups with their seasons on the line, on behalf of Wyatt Hubbard and myself, this is Brandon Green saying thank you to this incredible venue for all of the memories over the years. And don't just have a